What's up, folks? What's going on? We live and we rolling. I got a video that I just posted up. I want you guys to check it out. It's almost done uploading. Check that video out. You guys will enjoy that video. That video is going to be epic. I want you guys to check it out because you guys are going to see some stuff, man. I want y'all to check it out. It's almost done uploaded. You know what I'm saying? This is how you do a post-fight video, man. This is how you show respect in a post-fight video. And I showed the respect where it truly belongs. So who's on this live chat? I see 11 people here, but I don't see them here in this section. So let me know where y'all at. Where y'all at? There you go. Even more, what's up, man? What's good with you? Hey, he needs to make that concession defeat video. I know. I told you, man. What's up, Clarence McGill? Yep, I need my concession defeat video, man. I need that thing ready and ready to go, man. It's about time, boy. That man got to come honest. Yes, sir. We in this thing, man. We ain't playing. We out here in these boxing streets, though. You know what I'm saying? I have a video that's coming up. Understanding the reason. What's up, man? Thank you. I appreciate that. I just want all of y'all to go on this man's page and not just Ethan Murk him, Mr. Black Vela. Hey, listen, I got a video that is about to be posted up, guys. When you guys check this video out, you guys are going to see in this video how a real man steps up and gives people their credit where the credit is due. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the 5th round TKO stoppage, but I got the victory when it's all said and done. And the man still should have gave me my concession defeat video because everything I said was the truth. Aaron DeLauder, what's up, man? The video's almost up. I want you guys to also check that video out because that's how you do a post-fight video. You don't steer the narrative away from the fact that you lost. This is the biggest L that IBFP or whatever the fart his name is took. I told you, him going up against me was the worst mistake he made. I'm supposedly Peter Quillen, right? I'm supposedly the fruit smoothie dude, right? I'm supposedly the cat that picked up boxing 3 months ago. How embarrassing on your record to lose to a dude like that. That's embarrassing. And people need to start putting respect on my name. I earned my credibility. Just like Earl the Truth Spence earned his credibility last night, I earned my credibility, guys. I earned that. That's what I was trying to tell people. That's why I did 80 videos because I saw that Earl the Truth Spence was going to embarrass Mikey Garcia. Who did you see Spence fighting next? Who do I see Spence fighting realistically next? It's going to be Manny Pacquiao. I believe Manny Pacquiao came out there, you know what I'm saying? And that fight is going to be made. It's a big money fight. Earl the Truth Spence already took the Mexican community fan base. Now it's time for him to take the Filipino fan base. And once he gets both of those fan bases, that's it. That's right. Kevin Moore, fruit smoothie guy. No better boxing. It's a shame, right? He should be ashamed. I told him. What's up, Christopher Benson? What's good, man? I told these cats out here, man. Today was the day to prove. It was the coordination. It was the victory, man. Last night I lost my voice, man. And it was because I was so happy and so elated. Because, you know, when you see something come to fruition, oh my gosh. Spence dominated this cat. He proved to everybody what I've been trying to say for the longest. This dude is a hell of a boxer, man. He gave that boy a boxing lesson. You know what I'm saying? He gave him a hell of a boxing lesson. So I got 19 participations and 4 thumbs up, man. Come on, man. Dutch Entertainment, what's up, man? Let's get these thumbs up. What's good with you, man? Hey, I told y'all, man. Earl the Truth Spence was going to use lateral movement. Asante L, what did I tell you, man? Did I not tell you, Asante L? I told you. Mikey Garcia, I told you he's flat-footed. Remember when I kept saying that? Y'all gotta give me props, man. A lot of y'all didn't understand when I said that. I told you he runs into the fire of line to get punched. He's like Keith Thurman. Y'all understanding this stuff now. See, y'all seeing that I'm not a rookie in this thing. I understand boxing. I told y'all, man. They try to make it seem like he was the god of boxing skills. This boy ain't no god of boxing skills. This ain't Floyd Money Mayweather. We seen levels, man. Shout outs to Meek Mills. We seen levels to this stuff, dog. How's this man the god of boxing skills? Come on, man. Get out of here with that Rudy Poo and plum brain nonsense, man. I don't want to hear that. We saw it for what it is. Let me see if this video's up, man. Get him, Mike. What's up, bruh? I see you, man. Hey, thank you for the footage, bruh. I appreciate all that footage that you showed at the fight, man. Thank you for that, man. And I'm glad you met all of those real G's out there. I see you making waves and making noise, man, in the boxing community. So salute to you, brother. Yeah, Mikey fans are AWOL. I said it. They were gonna be on witness protection, man. I told y'all Earl the True Spence had more tools in the tool yard and more tools in the tool shed. But cats didn't understand that. All y'all had to know, Thomas Ebus Black Banks, what's up, man? All y'all had to know was that Earl the True Spence gave Floyd Money Mayweather a black eye. People want to say here, Billy Freeman, what's up, man? People want to say here, oh, my video is posted up right now. That other video that I was telling y'all about, where I gave y'all props, man. It's part 80 post-fight video. I gave everyone props on that one, man. But the point that I'm trying to make is this. When you heard that Earl the True Spence gave Money Mayweather a black eye in sparring, this is Floyd Money Mayweather, the greatest defensive wizard of our time. The second greatest defensive wizard in all time, behind Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. Come on, man. That should have been enough. And you guys saw what Leonard Enderby said. Yes. You guys saw what Leonard Enderby said, man. I mean, come on. It was just obvious. If he was doing this to Floyd, and mind you, this was 5-6 years ago. Earl the True Spence is way better now. Y'all saw a man that was a slick fighter. He was slipping punches. He was countering punches. He was showing range. He was showing distance. Man, come on, dog. Asante, I disagree with you, man. You got to go listen to everyone that was there at the sparring match. Everyone said that Floyd Money Mayweather got his ass handed. Go listen to them. And Leonard Ellerby proved it when they said, did Spence give him a black eye? He said, this is how you could tell when somebody has gotten their ass beat in sparring. Oh, we don't talk about the rules that happen in sparring, because let's keep it real. If Mayweather did handle that business, because we've heard Mayweather embarrass other sparring partners, and they clearly say, yeah, Mayweather beat the shit out of him. That's what they would have said. But Leonard Ellerby went to that backtracking and that buck dancing of, oh, we don't talk about unwritten rules. Right there, that's unofficially that Spence gave him that work. Come on, Sante L. Got to give Errol Spence his props. Today is all about his props and my props. Okay. All right, Asante L. I'm not going to take credibility. I'm going to take credibility away from you because you were not there. You were not Anthony Yardy. He was there. You know what I'm saying? You're not Hasim Rahman Jr. He was there. You're not Leonard Ellerby. He was there. You're not Barry Hunter. They were there. Go listen to what they said. Super chess match. None of them didn't mention nothing about Spence hanging in there. None of them mentioned about Spence losing. They said super chess match. It was that work. And it's proof. There's facts. Floyd Mayweather got a black eye, fired Earl the True Spence, then rehired him. That's facts, man. See, that's the thing you guys are learning with me. And you're starting to learn with my channel. I give nothing but facts. Come on, man. I give nothing but facts. I don't reside in opinionated realms. Me and opinions, we are allergic to one another. It's like oil and water. That's facts. And you see, you're getting Ethan and Merck right now, Santiago, about all these other cats, because they spitting the truth. He dropped Adrian Broner and he gave Mayweather a black eye. Those are facts. Come on, man. Spence, I told y'all about Spence's boxing skills, man. I told y'all, man. Y'all didn't understand. I was trying to tell y'all. Y'all wasn't trying to hear me. Y'all thought he was just a tactical aggression, technical puncher placement, and body snatcher work style. Marvin Williams, you could see now. You see my masterfulness, right, bro? Come on, Marvin Williams. Give me credit. You see why I did what I did. You saw the levels to this stuff. Why I seek this dude out. He was what I call the path of least resistance. I seeked him out because I saw how weak his one-sided argument was. And I was like, oh, I got to get after him. Get him, Mike Boxing. Come on, man. You know how we get these these weak cats, man. You saw how I got him, Marvin Williams. I seeked his ass out and destroyed him, and I put him at his truest and properest levels. What's that? He's an ultra fanboy. I'm done with him now. Now you're gonna see me move on. Now Marvin Williams, I'm gonna tell you what I gotta tell you now, bro. I'm moving on to greener and bigger pastures. I'm on to different things now, man. I'm done with that cat. You know why? Because I showed him as the true sore loser that this dude truly is, man. I proved him for what he was. And now real G's out here, the super real G's like yourself, and the ultimate real G's out here in this boxing streets, they understand that. Ricky Bellinger, what's up, man? Chris Spence, what's up, man? You know, it's just we proved the facts, get a mic boxing. We proved it. We showed, man. Thank you, Marvin Wins. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, cats need to come on here and just give me my respect. I just posted Rip B. Brazy, man. What's up, boy? I shot you out, brother. Cats need to go. Yours truly, John. What's up, man? Y'all, cats, all of y'all, I want all of y'all go on that dude's channel, man, and tell him where's my concession defeat video. That dude owe me. He owe me, man. He owe me. Asante L, I don't know what IBFP is saying right now, but his last video, a lot of people are going after him because now he's just backtracking. And you one of my super real G's out here in these boxing streets. This dude is backtracking and buck dancing at the highest levels. Now he's saying some nonsense about Earl the True Spence was won because of size. Go listen to that bullshit he just said. He's not giving me my credit. He's looking like an idiot. Handles Randall's 30. What's up, man? James Mack, what's up, man? Y'all watch my part 80 post-fight reaction video. Y'all gonna enjoy it. Donald Brown, what's up, bro? Man, I gave everyone props, man, on that video because I did not get the 5th round TKO stoppage, right? But see, one thing that y'all could respect with me, I was consistent with that. I didn't flip-flop to y'all, man. I didn't sit there and go back and forth on my prediction. I said 5th round TKO stoppage and book it. Did I get that? No. But I still got the W because I said Earl the True Spence would be more athletic. I said he would be more defensively responsible. I said he would have the better boxing IQ. What's up, Freddie Gee? I said that Earl the True Spence would be more athletic. I said he would have the better lateral movement. I said he would be the better ring general. I said Earl the True Spence was going to be able to do it all. Tone Toledo, I'm admitting that. And go watch my 80th video. I admitted that I didn't get the 5th round TKO stoppage, but I still got the victory. Everyone's admitting that. It's time for you to put respect on my name. Mr. Ruffus, what's up, boy? What's good with you, man? People got to put respect on my name because everything else I said, minus the 5th round TKO stoppage, was correct. Earl the True Spence was more elite. He made Mikey Garcia look like a pedestrian out there. What's up, the Chai? What's up, Rickens Dorley? He made him look like a pedestrian. He made him look like a preschool boxer out there, man. He made him look bad. He made him look lethargic. And that's what the stuff that I was trying to tell these cats out here, man. They're not trying to hear me. I mean, it was just embarrassing, man. And now Spence has positioned himself because now he's taking the Mexican community fan base. He's gonna be the next superstar. Once he beats Manny Pacquiao and he take that Filipino fan base, that's it. It's superstardom now. Now all the welterweights have to come to him. You know why? Because even though they don't want to fight him, and this is what I was trying to tell Flame on 20 yesterday, and this is what I was trying to tell D Jefferson. Damn, Freddie Gee, I appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that support. Thank you for that, bro. But this is what I was trying to tell these cats. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I said, listen, the truth of the fact of the matter is this. Earl the Truth Spence is now going to force Sean Constipated Porter. Because his ass, I like the dig he said he couldn't fill a family picnic. He's gonna force Keith Thurman and he's gonna force Danny Garcia. You know why? Because even though they don't want to fight him, and even though they know they're gonna lose, it's gonna be a big money fight. So they're gonna fight him regardless. They know they're gonna get their ass whooped. They know they're gonna be put out on stretchers and pissing blood, but they're gonna fight him because they want the money now. Because they know now all roads lead to him now. He's the money guy now. Flame on 24, what's up, bro? I gave you your props, man. Please, Flame on 24, check out my post-fight 80th video, man. You got props on that. You guys will see how a real man gives props. Lee Autopsy, what's up, bro? GT, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Clovis Watson, what's up, man? But I'm going to say this, Clovis Watson. I don't agree with the Crawford will whip Earl. Y'all need to stop that narrative because remember, a fighter is as good as his last fight. Crawford struggled against a one-legged fighter. He went 12 rounds against a one-legged fighter. So if we're judging Crawford by his last performance, it wasn't that impressive. If Earl the Truth Spence and Crawford fight each other, that's a chess match. I got Earl the Truth Spence winning 51 to 49% because to me, he has two equalizers, and that's the thudding power and the body snatching work. But it's going to be a tough fight. Yeah, Flame on 24. We're going to debate on that one, man. I understand you giving Bud the edge, and I can understand that. That's a respectable argument. But Bud, he's a little too light on the ass, and I feel Earl the Truth Spence will wear him down eventually in the championship rounds of the fight. That's my assessment of it. And Earl the Truth Spence showed he was the truth tonight, man. Tone Toledo, we're not talking about Canelo, man. You way off. Can't be talking about Canelo right now. Canelo's 160, 168 pounder. Today's about giving props. Thank you, Get a Mic Boxing. I appreciate that, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Real cats understand that. Earl the Truth Spence, I have it 51 to 49%. That is a fight that's very close. It could be damn near 50-50, depending on which guys show up that night. Understanding the reason, I appreciate the love and support, man. Thank you for the $5 contribution. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The truth for the fact of the matter is that's a close fight, man. That's why I want that fight to be built up. I don't want them fighting right now. I want them to fight September 2020. Jay Griggs, what's up, man? I want them to fight September 2020 or May 2021. You know why I want those fight dates? Randy Washington, what's up, bro? Let me tell you why I want those fight dates. Because now Earl the Truth Spence has earned those Mexican fight dates. May and September. Cinco de Mayo and that September date. That's what I want. I want September 2020 or May 2021. That's what I want. Preferably May 2021. Let me tell you why. I feel that Earl the Truth Spence has about 2 or 3 more fights in the welterweight division to clean up. And I feel that Terrence Bud Crawford has a few more fights. They can build this thing up. We're talking about Marvin Hagler, you know what I'm saying, and Hearns Part 2. That's what we're looking at, man. Marvin Hagler and Hearns Part 2, man. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I appreciate that, Asante L, man. Yeah, tell them boys, man. Smash that like button for me, man. Because today is all about giving He Knows His Sport his props. Get him, Mike. You get your props too, man, because you gave good footage, man. Y'all need to check his channel out because that dude had some hell of a shots, man. I was watching his stuff. I was watching all his weigh-in videos and everything. I mean, excellent camera, man. However much money you invested in all that stuff, excellent, man. Quality stuff. So hats off to you for that, bro. But yeah, man. Donnie Johnson, what's up, man? King, what's up, man? I told these cats. And see, look at this page right now. Where are the Rudy Poo and the Plum Brain Mikey Garcia fanboys? Where are those ultra fanboys? They AWOL, man. They're on witness protection right now. Jerome 1X, what's up, bro? They are on witness protection. Yeah, you're right. Hagler and Hearns only fought once, but I feel that's a Hagler and Hearns fight again. Let me tell you why, because Terrence Bud Crawford would be the Hearns, and obviously Earl the Truth Spence would be Hagler. Their styles, stylistically, it would be nice. Don Toledo, you're the only one that's here, man. But remember, you come up on here, you got to give me my props. I'm not hearing nothing about He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. He Knows His Sport. You get your props. Thank you, Apollo Nano Mata. Thank you. I appreciate that. You, of all people, thank you. That you have officially been promoted to a real G out here in these boxing streets. And I respect you because you see that comment you just said? You say you don't hide. A lot, you can, you right now have gained a lot of credibility in that regard with me. We good now. We eye to eye, bro. You need to teach Tone Toledo how to do stuff like that. See, when cats are wrong, they need to admit when they're wrong. That's that moral turpitude that I talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's that stuff that I'm talking about. Flame on 24, you get your props too, because you called this fight better than me. I saw it as a 5th round TKO stoppage. You saw it as a late fight. Your assessment was accurate, actually. It's way more accurate than mine. And I can admit that. See, that's the thing. Real G's out here in these boxing streets, we admit stuff. We don't hide. That was the only thing I got wrong, but I got everything else right. We saw the more defensively responsible fighter. We saw the more accurate puncher. We saw the better lateral movement. We saw the more defensive responsibility. We saw the athleticism. We saw the speed. I mean, if you guys blinked your eyes, tell me if I'm wrong. If you guys blinked your eyes, did this not look like Floyd versus Canelo to you? Let me know. Just if I'm right, say yes. If I'm wrong, say no. Did this not look like a Floyd versus a Canelo fight to you? I mean, the man Mikey Garcia got outboxed. Yeah, Apollonano, that's what I was telling you. Spence was gonna surprise you. Just like I surprised y'all, Spence surprised y'all because I told you he had more tools in the tool yard. Thank you for all the yeses, man. It looked like Floyd versus Canelo to me, man. That's what I saw when I batted my eye. I was like, damn, this is a blowout all over again. But the thing was, you're right. Canelo tried because Canelo showed some boxing skills. And that's the thing. Canelo did show some boxing skills in that fight. But the thing is Mikey Garcia got flat out embarrassed. Canelo made some effort because he was landing a jab here and there on Mayweather. But Mikey Garcia looked flat-footed. And that's what I was telling y'all, man. That boy's back foot game. Alan Green, what's up? Steve Bridgewater, I told y'all, man. Y'all got to start listening to me because I be breaking this thing down like a mad scientist. Y'all need to start calling me the mad scientist of boxing because I told y'all, Mikey Garcia is flat-footed. I told you he don't like close quarters. It was all proven. I was looking at the tail of the tape and I saw that, man. The man does not like close quarter contact. Anytime he gets touched up in the face, and Derrick James, did you guys hear that post fight? He had an excellent game plan. Put that jab in his face all night to where he doesn't have the ability to counter. And did you guys not see every time Mikey Garcia countered, Earl the True Spence had a double counter back on top of that counter? Ooh, what I said was leagues and aboves. Only the real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets know that. Now, D Jefferson, you know what I'm saying? He's actually was more accurate than me because he said 70-30, and he said that the fight will go the distance. Where he was wrong at was giving Mikey Garcia too much credit. He gave Mikey Garcia too much credit. And that's what you guys are starting to understand. A lot of these guys are built up to be way more than what they are, man. And that's why y'all, when y'all hear me say that term, no special effects up and down, that's a Floyd Mayweather term. I got that from him when he was talking about Triple G. It's the same narrative with Mikey Garcia. Now y'all understand he has no special effects up and down. And I want to see a bunch of yeses and nos. Y'all let me know. If Mikey Garcia fights Lomachenko now, do y'all think he's going to win? Because I feel that Loma was going to expose him regardless because Loma got the superior boxing skills. Let me know. Just say yes or say no. Appreciate that, Deion Sanders. Thank you for the 199 contribution, bro. Okay. I hear a bunch of no's. Okay. I personally think Loma would expose Mikey Garcia. Let me tell you why. You don't get two gold Olympics or Olympic medals, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. That's not a coincidence. Plus, if you guys watch Lomachenko, he made me a believer after the Rigo fight. Are we going to sit here and tell ourselves that Mikey Garcia is a superior boxer than Rigo? I'm talking about Guillermo Rigondeaux. Is Mikey Garcia a better superior boxer than Guillermo Rigondeaux? Hell no. Hell no. And Loma made him look like a stepchild. So I know without a shadow of a doubt, if they fight, Loma will beat the shit out of Mikey Garcia. Especially when Mikey Garcia is showing that he's pedestrian. Yes, Rigo was too small, but you got to look at it. Jason C., you about to get Ethan and Merck. If you don't come correct and give me my props, you about to get Ethan and Merck. You supposed to start off by saying, hey, Earl the True Spence got his credibility. You got your credibility. See? Hey, I want y'all to Ethan and Merck Jason C., man. This dude is being a straight up hater. Ethan and Merck his ass. Because we ain't dealing with that built-in excuse nonsense. We ain't playing those games. If you're not coming in here and giving props, the only thing that I got wrong was the 5th round TKO stoppage, but I got everything else right. I said Earl the True Spence was going to be the better boxer, better ring general, better athleticism, better defense. What happened to all of those things? You're not admitting that. I said all of those things. Nah, Rip B. Brazy, check out Jason C. He's not admitting nothing, dog. That dude is sitting there running his mouth. You know, he's just sitting there running his mouth. That's the thing. Manuel Recta, what's up, bro? Jay Griggs, what's up, my G? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. These guys don't want to give you your props. Today is about me getting my props, man. My justice due. Yeah, Jason C was right there. He was believing he's an IBFP or whatever the fart his name is, disciple, man. That's what he is. He's all up in IBFP's ass. He could tell you what his ass crack smell like. And he's spitting that same nonsense narrative. Yeah, he's looking like an idiot right now. You see, Steven Munoz, you gets no props. I want everybody getting ethered and murked that don't give me my props because today is about eating crow. If you're not sitting here and here's the thing, you are going to forever be exposed. When you don't give people their props when you lose, when you go on other channels and you start talking, people are they're pretty much gonna look at you like a lame, man. They're gonna say this guy right here, he lost all credibility. Look at this, 852 Sully. He gave me my props. See, that's what I'm saying. Give props, give justice where it was due. I didn't get the fifth round TKO stop, but I got everything else right. You know what, 85-25 Sully? You have been promoted to a real G out here in these boxing streets. You're official, dude. Apolio Mata, you are official. You are a real G out here in these boxing streets. Y'all been promoted. It don't matter if I said 5 rounds. I got that part right, that part wrong, but I got everything else right. And everyone can see that. Go look at the debates. Go look at everything that I said. You have to look at the totality of everything that I said. You're being a sore loser right now. I got everything else right. And that's all that mattered. And the end result was the W. Thank you, Tone Toledo. I appreciate that. Now you're a real G out here in these boxing streets. At least you gave me some credibility. See, if you're not giving me credibility, you don't get the promotion. The promotion only comes with credibility. Otherwise, you'll just stay in your lane as a ultra fanboy. That's what you are at your highest levels. Yeah, man. And here's the thing: what people don't understand. There was technically a TKO stoppage, and let me explain why. In the 9th round, Robert Garcia asked Mikey Garcia, and they're not admitting that. Hey, do you want to continue with the fight? Because I could stop the fight. Where was that? And here's the other thing, too. I get it. Mikey Garcia gets props, man. He showed that he had a chin tonight. What's up, JB? He showed that he had a chin tonight. He showed, last night he showed that he had mental fortitude. He showed all of that. But guess what? He's a damaged fighter. That's what people don't understand. The damage that Earl the Truth Spence put on him, you guys are going to start seeing in other fights. Psychologically, he is. I'm about to say something that's deep right now. Psychologically, Mikey Garcia is fucked because he doesn't know losing. He has never lost before. His mental game is broken. That's why any fighter that fights him after that, they are fucked. I mean, he is fucked. I'm telling you that right now. Watch. Mikey Garcia is going to start losing a lot of fights. That's what happened to Sergey Kovalev with Eliodor Alvarez. Andre Ward broke his ass down mentally. And that's what happens in these fights. When you get broken down mentally, you're done. You would never see Mikey Garcia fight at 147. EJ88, what's up, bro? You would never see that. What's up, Brandon Wright? What's good, my G? My real G out here in these boxing streets. You will never see that. Mikey Garcia at best will fight 140. And what did I prove to you guys? Boxing conventional wisdom. They have weight classes for a reason. I want to hear if y'all going to say yes or y'all going to say no to this. What's up, JT McCone 67? Let me know if y'all going to give me this as a yes or a no. Here's the thing. Do you guys think any fighter after this fight is going to be on that dare to be stupid nonsense anytime soon? I believe it's a flat out no. I want to know if there's going to be yeses. Just give me a yes or a no on that. Do you believe that fighters are going to be on this dare to be great nonsense or dare to be stupid nonsense? I think it's a flat out no. Okay, Steve Munoz, Steve Bridgewater, who do y'all think it's going to be? That's what I want to know. Let me know the fighters y'all think. Because I don't see that happening no time soon. We got 4 fights now in recent history that tells me it's not smart for you to move up in weight class. because when you do that, you get embarrassed. Okay, Canelo versus Earl, I could see that, but that's after Earl cleans out 147 and then possibly cleans out 154. That's way in the future, man. That's no time soon. Spence ain't fighting Canelo no time soon. That would have to be a 3 to 5 year from now fight, possibly maybe 4 to 5 years. A lot has to happen with Spence. Spence is trying to work his way up. Canelo has already built the reputation. Spence is okay, Steve Munoz. I could see that 3 years from now. That's the only thing you said that's reasonable out your mouth. But I still want props, man. You still gotta give me my respect because I beat IBFP. In the grand scheme of it all, if you look at the debates and everything I said was more reasonable than him. Everything that I said was better overall, hands down. And props need to be given for that. Okay, appreciate the subscription, man. But you still ain't admitting. You still running with the I said fifth round TKO stoppage. At least Toledo admitted, man. You got to admit. That's my props. No, it's not just a subscription. It's good to vocally say that, bro. I appreciate the subscription, but vocally say, man, hey, you beat IBFP, a guy who was supposedly a Peter Quillen, right? Look-alike. A guy who supposedly is only supposed to know boxing according to IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is for 3 months. A guy who's a rookie, a novice. What does that say about him? If I'm all of those things he say, fruit smoothie dude. If I'm all of those things he says, how did I defeat him like that? What does that say about him as a boxing commentator? A lot of people are coming after him, and he's lost a lot of credibility. Yeah, IBF. That's the thing y'all need to do. Y'all need to go to his channel, and all of y'all need to start saying for the next 7 days, dog. Hey, where is he knows his sport concession defeat video? If y'all start doing that overwhelmingly, then he'll have no choice. Trust me, he will have no choice. That's how you put. That's how you keep the foot on people's necks, man. Tory Beckford, what's up, man? Brandon Wright, you right. What do I think about Crawford is going to do against Khan? Let me tell you how that fight's going to go. I got Crawford stopping him in 8 or 9 rounds because Amir Glass Chin Khan, he's going to make it competitive for about 3 to 4 rounds. But then you're going to start seeing by round 5, there's going to be that separation. It's kind of like in the Spence and the Mikey Garcia fight. You started seeing separations and levels. That's what you're going to see in that fight. And Khan has been in too many wars, and his glass chin has been tested too much, man. He's a damaged fighter. And his quickness, yes, he's quick as fuck. But I think he lost a few steps because if you look at him now, he's heavier now, man. He's not that lean Khan anymore. And I believe he's going to get hit on the button a lot. That's just me. Crawford is way too good. He has the orthodox and the southpaw, and he can switch that thing up like nobody's business. And I feel that Khan is going to get exposed. In the beginning, his hand speed is going to be a little superior because, Khan, he's like Zab Judah. He's a front runner. He starts off real strong, right? And then he wanes. On the back end in the championship rounds, he wanes. And that's where Crawford is going to, once Crawford switches it up from orthodox to southpaw, however he starts, or southpaw to orthodox, it's going to disrupt Khan's timing. Because once you switch stances, you disrupt a cat's timing. And I think Crawford's going to do that around round 5. And that's when you're going to start seeing the blowaway. And then, Crawford, that's one thing I like about Crawford. He got that dog in him, man. In the second half of the fight, he will stalk you down. And once he stalks his prey down, that's how he beats them. I don't believe that, Tone Toledo, man. I don't believe that Spence is running away from Khan. That's nonsense, man. They confronted each other. They got mutual respect for one another. How he running away from him? Come on, man. See, people want to sit here and say this nonsense. I don't understand this nonsense. How you running away from them when 3 months ago it was on ES News? They confronted each other and there was mutual respect. So I don't see that, man. I don't get that whole narrative about he's running away from each other. No, what I see is the bigger story, the boxing politics behind it. The Al Haymans versus the Bob Arums. That's the bigger issue. That's the bigger picture. And we have to see that for what it truly is. Those guys don't like each other. And the only time they do business like they did with Mayweather and Pacquiao is when there's money, man. If the money is there, screw the beef. They're gonna make that fight. And that's why they gotta build this thing up. That's why I want them fighting September 2020 or May 2021, because you can build it up enough You can get Crawford more fighters on his resume so he can be as so acclimated to 147 as possible. You can get Spence continuing to beat big names. Now they have big name. They can go and fill out the stadiums and they can have a big fight. That would be a super pay-per-view fight. It would be the next super fight in boxing from a welterweight standpoint, at least. Barker, Barker Raider, man, what's up, man? Hey, you've been promoted to a real GI here in these boxing streets because you came right. You gave props. I give you credit for that. Yep. I'm glad you said that. After last night's fight, I'm glad you see that Spence gets more of a chance, man. That's what I said too. He gets more of a chance because he showed y'all there's more tools in the tool yards and the tool sheds. How would Spence do against Canelo to best body punchers? Well, at this point, Canelo's the bigger guy. So we can't negate that. And me, I'm a firm believer they got weight classes for a reason. So Canelo's power is definitely a lot more than Earl the True Spence right about now. But in terms of body, they're neck and neck with each other. I believe Earl the True Spence is the superior body guy because that's his thing. It's all about body. What's up, David Jackson? But Canelo's a hell of a body puncher too. See, y'all sit here and see me get after Canelo and call him Cinnamon Alvarez and all that. But it's to be funny. You know what I'm saying? To me, Canelo Alvarez is the only legit Mexican fighter out there in these streets right now. That's my honest opinion. And there was this guy on the undercard. I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about. I think his name was what was it? Delgado or Udufu. He's part of the Garcia camp. Ludufu. I can't say his name. That dude got some skills. I don't know if y'all there you go, El Dago. That dude got some skills, man. They sitting here talking about Mikey Garcia and all that. When that dude was fighting, was that Freddie Roach's son? Because his name, there you go, Lundulfo. There you go. Thank you, Barker Raider. Lundulfo is legit, man. I don't know if y'all saw his hand speed, his boxing speed, and his skills. That's a Mexican fighter right there, boy. I'm gonna be watching him. He's gonna be on my radar. That's gonna be their best fighter, because Mikey Garcia is damaged goods now. This guy right here is going to be their guy moving forward, and they need to pay attention to him. He got some fucking yeah. That's why I said I buy houses. I'm glad you saw that too. I was impressed with his. I mean, the body shot, the way he played. You can't teach that, man. That's not textbook. That fight to me was the second best fight after the main fight, in my estimation, because of the boxing clinic that I saw this dude put on him. The way he placed that left right up under there and just messed that guts up, man, and had Roach, you know what I'm saying, barfing out potato salads and all that stuff, man. That was a hell of a fight, man. That was a hell of a fight. David Benavidez did his thing too, man. He made Jalen Love look bad, man. But we know Jalen Love, he wanes in fights. So I kind of expected that fight to go out the way it did. But that Lindufu guy, I'm going to be watching him. Now, that is a true boxer right there. That's a guy that has boxing skills. He has good footwork. He was moving his head. He was stepping in. He was stepping out. Excellent. Randy Watson, does Spence stop Thurman? Hell yeah, he stops Thurman. Thurman don't like body shots. That's a well-known fact. It's a well-known fact. Leonard Bundu spelled that misnomer when he landed that body shot on him. Trust me, Thurman will get straight stopped, man. That's facts. And hush with that nonsense, Tom Toledo, with the Mexican champs are pound for pound. We don't want to hear that crap, man. Come on now. It's not about that right now. Right now, it's about Earl the True Spence getting his props right now. Yeah, Jay Leon is done, man. You saw Floyd Mayweather's face. It was that right there was like, I'm about to excommunicate you out of Mayweather Promotions. That facial expression from Floyd Mayweather was priceless. It was priceless. Listen, Keith Thurman, yeah, he don't want that smoke, but now the money is there. The money is there with Earl the True Spence. Everybody's gonna be clamoring. You remember when Earl the True Spence was 13-0? Nobody wanted to fight him, right? But guess what? What's happening now? He's the superstar. He's the cash cow. So everybody's gonna want to fight him right now. And that's the truth of the fact of the matter. Everybody's gonna want to fight Earl the True Spence, whether they want to or not. Free Flow Rider, what's up, man? Free Flow Doe, what's good, bro? What's good with you, man? Yeah, man, we got this thing, man. I just feel good, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday was, I had lost my voice, you know what I'm saying, because I was in the heat of the moment of the fight. And I'm pretty sure that happened to a lot of y'all because a lot of y'all was like, man, Earl the Truth Spence was the truth last night. Come on, man. How many of y'all got to admit that boy was the truth last night? Oh, yeah. Can Spence beat Crawford? Yeah, he can beat Crawford, but it's not gonna be an easy fight. This ain't gonna be Mikey Garcia. I could tell you that much. It's to me, it's gonna be a chess match. It's gonna be a very close chess match. that when I say chess match, it's gonna be a chess match. To be honest with you, depending on which Crawford shows up, like if it's that Crawford that I'm gonna be that dog and I'm gonna stalk you type of Crawford, oh, that could be a little different. But if it's that Crawford where he fought the way that he did, you know what I'm saying, against uh Benavidez, yeah, he gets stops easily. So it all depends which Crawford shows up. But I believe if the both of them fight, they both are going to be on top of their game. That's just my honest opinion. I buy houses. I agree, man. Mayweather Promotions is a joke. The way that they treat Tank Davis, I mean, come on. How does yeah, Coca Pia, don't worry. Casual boxing talks is next on my list. I told y'all there's levels to this stuff. We had to get the path of the least resistance out of the way, which is IBFP or whatever the far his name is. Now, guess what his new nickname is? Because I always give these cats nicknames when I come for them. Instead of casual boxing talk, it's casual non-boxing talk or casual boxing non-talk. I'm coming for them for them dudes. What's up, Jose Martinez? I'm coming. I'm gonna keep the foot on that dude's neck. He's next on the list. So start getting ready to watch videos of me calling him out, ethering and murking him. But for right now, I'm gonna just enjoy the moment and enjoy the spoils. Yeah, Sean Porter, man, he don't want that work. I thought Sean Porter was gonna go into the ring. You remember when Sean Porter was supposed to go into the ring? What happened with that? Come on, man. We know he don't want that work. But yeah, Barker Raider, Tank is better, man, than the Mayweather promotions. Let me tell you why I'm pissed off. Tevin Farmer in this last calendar year has had 4 or 5 times as many fights as Tank. Tell me if y'all don't think that's ridiculous. That's why Tank keeps blowing up so much in weight. Tank is legit, man. If Tank was fighting consistently, you guys would see the boxing clinic that this dude would be putting on cats. Because he's not just a knockout artist. Tank is like a little mini Mike Tyson. He does that very good step in and step out game. You know what I'm saying? He's very athletic. He has a lot of speed to him. You can't catch him. But the problem is right now, because he's so inactive, I feel that if he fights a superior fighter, he's going to get exposed because that's the thing, especially when a guy is that young, they need to be in the ring 3, 4 times a year, man. The dude is 25 years old. There's no excuse to that. Why is he not fighting at least 3 times a year? I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah, Sean Porter was getting clowned, man, over the outfit last night, man. But you know what? There's one credibility that I give Sean. You know what I'm saying? And and that's one thing I have to say about Get on Mike Boxing because he's right about that. You can say what you want about Sean Porter, but his hustle game, man, that dude hustles, man. I just don't like his boxing game. His boxing game to me is atrocious, but he's a hustler. And when you look at his story from a guy that came from football to 160 pounds to where he's at now, I mean, you got to give him credit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get there by no reason. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't get there by accident. So he gets some credibility for that. But I still felt he lost to Ugas. That's just my honest opinion. And I know Get on Mike Boxing gonna get on me about that, but that's just my truth behind that. I feel that he didn't win that fight. I felt that he got outboxed, and I feel that he should run it back. And that's just the truth behind it. When a fight is that much in the air, where people are still trying to figure out whether you won or you lost, and I know a lot of people say he didn't lose, and Ugas didn't do enough. But again, it's one of those things where we respectfully agree to disagree. That's why a fight like that's all the way in the air like that, you got to run it back, man. You have to. It's just the right thing to do. Run it back so that you could be the definitive winner next time. And what Sean Porter needs to do is stick to what he does truthfully, which is be a pressure fighter. Well, you're not a slick boxer, man. So why are you acting like that? Even Earl the Truth Smith said it. You saw this comment about Sean Porter. You're not gonna win being pretty. That's not your style. Your style is to be that irky jerky, borderline or poor man Mike Tyson. You go in there, you suffocate your opponent, and you smother them. That's your style, man. Stick to what you do best. Quincy Royster, man, I'm not. I've already come to the conclusion that IBFP or whatever the fart his name is, he's not coming with an apology video. So it is what it is, man. I've moved on. I've won. That was the whole purpose. The whole purpose was to expose him, to show the ultra fanboy that he is. And I did well in that regard. I think people now know that he's been exposed. And for the next few weeks, the dude is going to be on super duper IBFP anxiety attack. That's right. That's the new one because I had to add the duper to it. He's going to be on super duper IBFP anxiety attack. The dude just sent me a message last night saying that, he's forever going to ban me or something like that. I thought that was funny. That right there showed me that you're a sore loser. That's what I'm saying. It shows me that you're a sore loser. You're forever going to ban me? For what? That's why you don't deal with low-level cats like that. That's Joker stuff like that. That's why I've moved on, man. I'm moving on to greener and bigger pastures. It did book Tontolito. It did because I still won. At the end of the day, the guy that I picked won. I didn't get the 5th round TKO stoppage, but I won. And I told you, and I exposed him. He is weak-minded, free flow dope. And he's an embarrassment. That's right. I told you, he lacks moral turpitude. He don't even show his face. He thinks I'm in love with him. That's why he needs to show his face. It has nothing to do with that. The him showing his face is a character thing. It's a moral turpitude thing. When a man does not show you their face, they lack moral turpitude. I learned that from an OG. I'm going to say that again. When a man does not show you their face, they lack moral turpitude. There's something about confrontation, eye to eye. There's a respect value there. Real G's out here, old G's out here, guys that know what time it is will explain that kind of stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm an 80s baby, man. I'm not one of these youngsters, man. So I don't understand all of this Rudy Poo and this plum brain nonsense about not respecting your elders and not taking lessons and things of that nature. That's all nonsense, man. What I know is that you're supposed to have morals and values. And IBFP or whatever the fart his name is should have shown this was his time to show his moral and values. In defeat, he could have still got a victory by doing the concession defeat video and by sitting there and saying, look, I was wrong. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If you do that, that lacks moral turpitude. D. Jefferson, what's up, man? Did you watch part 80? Did you watch part 80? D. Jefferson, you haven't been watching this video, man. Because if you're watching this video, you'll understand. And if you watch part 80, I want you to watch part 80 post-fight and go listen to what I said there. I know. Yeah. I know he said he was going to ban me off of his channel. That's a sore loser. I already proved my point, D. Jefferson. I won. That was the point. Because you, Flame on 24, Wasi, and JB called the fight closer than me and IBFP. You see what I just did? That's why I said go watch part 80 post-fight. I admitted that. My Hulk smash and flatline part 5th round TKO stoppage didn't happen. But what else did I get right? I got everything else right. I said Earl the True Spence is going to be more defensively responsible. I said he would be more athletic. I said that he would have more boxing IQ. I said that he would be the better fighter. I said that he would be more defensively responsible. Everything that I said about this guy happened to be true to the T. So I get credit for that, man. And last time I checked, D. Jefferson, with all due respect to you, Wasi, Flame on 24, JB, you guys, the battle wasn't between you guys and me and IBFP. It was me and IBFP. That was the battle. And I beat him. So you got to look at it from that standpoint. That's why I said look at the context of it. I came out victorious. When you look at the tail of the tape, minus the 5th round TKO stoppage, I came out victorious. And respect needs to be put on my name. Props need to be given to me. What's up, Roy Coy's TJ? Props need to be given. Credit needs to be rendered. And I would think you, of all people, D. Jefferson, would give me the credit that I deserve. Because JB gave you my credit. YC gave you my credit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Flame on 24 gave me my credit. See, D. Jefferson, you giving yourself credit. That's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. If you want credit, yeah, did you call the fight closer? You did, but you still didn't get the TKO stoppage. You did call the fight closer than me, but it's not about you. It's about me versus IBFP. That's what it's about. That's what this whole thing has been about. Who called the fight better? Who picked the winner? IBFP or myself? And it was me. That's all I'm saying. I gave you your credit. You know what I'm saying? For calling the fight closer than me. But I'm just saying, look at the context of it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate what you just last said right now. Look at the context of who picked the right fighter between me and IBFP or whatever the fart his name is. It was me. Who picked the winner? It was me. There's just no two ways around it, man. I picked the guy that was supposed to win. And everything that I said about the guy, minus the fifth round TKO stoppage, stood. And I want y'all to watch my post-fight video, part 80. Watch how a real person gives credit where credit is due, man. Because I didn't sit there and just give myself credit. I gave credit to a lot of people that called the fight closer than me. And I gave a lot of people credit that, you know what I'm saying, said what they were supposed to say in regards to the fight. That's what I did. Yeah, I appreciate that, D. Jefferson. That's what I'm saying, man. Because I'm giving you credit. You called the fight closer than me. I did not see that it was going to go past fifth round. I admit that. And I've given Mikey Garcia his credit. He showed that he has a chin. But that's all he showed in the fight. He got embarrassed, man. I told you. But see, D. Jefferson, you need to admit this. Remember when I was telling you about his back foot? Remember when you was trying to counter me and all of that? Now you need to admit I was 100% right. I told you his back foot game was atrocious. Come on, I want to start hearing you talk about that part. I told you his back foot game was so bad and he was flat-footed that he runs into the fire line to get punched. You saw that in the fight. I know you one of these super G's out, super real G's out in these box streets. You saw that. You was like, damn, he knows what's right on that one. You gotta give you my credit on that because I called that to the T. I told you this guy's not such a great counter puncher that he could just slip punches like that. You guys try to make him sound. Even you did that, D, and you was flat out wrong. You made Mikey Garcia sound like he was so slick when we know damn well he wasn't slick like that. And I was proven right in that regard. Earl the True Spence made him look like a pedestrian, man. And that's what happened. And we got to call the facts for what it is, the facts, man. I want y'all to watch this post-fight part 80 video, man, because that video was epic, man. I said a lot of stuff in there that's how you come. You come correct because I gave credit to all of the Rudy Poo and the Plum Brain Mikey Garcia fanboys, Ultra fanboys. See, that's how you come. I gave credit to them. I gave credit to all my real G's, super real G's, and ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets. And of course, I gave credit to myself. That's how you do it. Damn right, blah, blah. The pinata was popped. Yeah, Mikey Garcia was the pinata, and he was popped because he was popped in a boxing clinic. I hear you, D, but Earl the True Spence exposed that back foot game. You got to admit that, man. I don't know why you're not admitting. He exposed it. That back foot game was atrocious. I mean, come on. When you was watching it, you probably was like this. Oh my gosh, I've never seen Mikey Garcia look this bad. I know you have to say that because I was watching it with my homeboy and he was saying the same thing too. He was like, damn, I could not see. I didn't know Mikey Garcia was that bad on the back foot game. You was right. He kept going like this every time. He kept giving me my props every time. He was like, damn, he knows, dog. You was on point with that. Earl the True Spence showed him. And go look at Earl the True Spence back foot game versus Mikey Garcia. What you saw was a guy that was leagues and shoulders above another guy in every regard. He made this dude look like a pedestrian out there. He embarrassed Mikey Garcia. And people need to understand that. He exposed his ass. And you got to keep it real, D. Jeff. You got to come correct. Spence embarrassed and exposed him. He damn near demolished his ass, but he did it differently. He did it in a boxing clinic. Earl the True Spence threw 300. He landed 364 punches. Mikey Garcia's defense was supposed to be so damn good, and he only landed 75. Come on. D. Jefferson, come correct. I mean, he lost overwhelmingly. It was so embarrassing, man. Woo! Yes, you were right about the constant pressure, but I said that too. We both said that. We both said he was going to give unlimited, because I've been saying that every one of my videos, unlimited pressure. He was going to apply that unlimited, relentless pressure. So we both would T to T on that. And you saw what Earl the Truth Spence did. What did I say? I said the jab starts everything up. He kept that jab in Mikey Garcia's face all night. When you keep a jab in somebody's face all night, they can't disrupt, they can't counter that. Yes, D. Jefferson, you weren't the one that brought. Go watch my part 1 to part 80s. You'll see that. Anybody could. I dare anybody to watch each and every one of my videos. What do I always say? Apply unlimited pressure. That's not the debate. That's just videos. If anybody's been watching my videos, they know I've been saying that, D. Come on now, you gotta come correct. Gotta give me my credit. I've been saying it each and every video, every time. He's going to get him a what? Tactical aggression, technical punching placement, body snatching work. He's going to apply the unlimited pressure. I say that every video, man. So how are you going to sit here and say that you brought that to the table? You brought that to the table of the debate. I brought that in 80 videos. I said that consistently, D. Come on, man. You got to start giving me my props, man. Everything else I said, minus the 5th round TKO shot, was to the T. The T. Unlimited, relentless pressure. That's what I said. He was going to levy the onslaught. Come on, you guys got to give me credit. You heard that term, levying onslaught. How many times I've said that? Of the tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work. He's going to apply unlimited pressure. I say that shit all the time. And I kept the foot on the what? On the necks. That's what I say. Dude, these people right here are disagreeing with you. Go look. I did a part 1. You say you brought that to the table. I did a part 1 back in January. Go look at my very first video. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, oh, okay. I did not bring it to the table before he did. You'll see that. Yeah, there are receipts. I have 80 videos of receipts, D. Those videos that were done before the debate even started, I said apply unlimited pressure. I always say that in every video. That's one thing I say each and every single time. So how are you giving yourself credit when I said this shit since January? Come on, man. I know what I'm talking about. Just go watch my video. Watch my very first one. Go watch Mikey Garcia will be demolished by Earl Spence part 1. You'll see that. You'll be like, oh shit. Yeah. He knows his sport actually did say that. He did say unlimited pressure. I said that since day 1. Come on now. Isaiah Richardson, you need to come correct, man. You said you were one of those people that was propping up Mikey Garcia like a Sugar Ray Leonard. Both of y'all got exposed. Y'all was sitting here making it seem like he was the skills and the god of boxing, and he was just going to make Earl the Truth Spence look like a freaking Rudy Poo in a plum plum. You said that. And what happened? Mikey Garcia got exposed, man. Oh, yeah, I got you, Tanya Taylor. He's next on my list. I got him. Don't worry. He's next on my list. I just needed to bask in defeating IBFP or whatever the fart his name is. I don't need to deal with that dude no more. He's been exposed. My point has been proven. Now it's time to move the bigger fish. The next fish on the list is casual non-boxing talk, D. You heard me, D? I'm done with IBFP. I've already ethered and murked his ass. The next dude on the list, I'm done with all that IBFP talk. When we do our debates, D, it's going to be me, you, and Flame on 24. His ass ain't going to be no parts of it. Until he comes correct and does concessions in admittance via defeat video, I don't want nothing to deal with his ass. I have no parts of him. And like Tanya Taylor said, guess who's next on the list? It's casual boxing talk. He's next on my list, D. I'm coming for that neck. You see, you now you understand the game that I'm playing here. I'm going up the ranks right now. I'm coming for that neck. I'm keeping the foot on the what on the necks. Now it's casual non-boxing talk or casual not talking, not knowing what the hell he's talking about. I'm coming for him. And now D, it's gonna be me and you on these debates because we're gonna be doing basketball, we're gonna be doing boxing, we're gonna be talking about all kinds of stuff. Don't worry, you my boy, man. We good, bruh. The claim is in here. This is the channel that you need to be on. Nuke is done. If I was you, I would just right now his channel is worried. He's on super duper IBFP anxiety attack. His channel might get shut down. His channel might get shut down. Hey, Barker Raider, you right, man. If you was a bettor, man, you would bet against CBT. Damn right. Casual boxing talk is a joke. He's next on my list. I'm covered for that neck, man. We gonna do our own live debates. We've started a narrative here on YouTube that even the bigger guys, the LDBCs and all these guys are not doing. We're doing something that's great here. We're having debates where everybody's able to talk, say what they gotta say, bring substantive value. People are not, you don't see me, you know what I'm saying, like Boxing Ego hitting that button to shut people off because they're saying something that I don't like. You don't see me doing that. We're talking, we're having narrative because everybody has an opinion, man. And everybody's opinion should be respected. Yeah, you did say that, Isaiah Richardson. I give you that. You were right there with me talking about the jab. But we know that. That's boxing fundamentals. That's boxing 101. Yeah, hey, Barker Raider, man. Louis Neri, the same way that I gave what was that other dude's name? You said it to me, Ludufu. Well, I'll get his name down. Louis Neri is a badass. And I heard Louis Neri only. There you go. I appreciate that, D. Thank you. Yeah, he banned me. That's what he told me. He sent me a text and told me that he banned me for life. I mean, come on. That's why I tell you the man lacks moral turpitude, bro. That's why I said me and you, we good, bro. We brothers for life. But back to you, Barker. Louis Neri, I heard this dude only had 9 amateur fights, man. See, some people just have that special ability. He made Arroyo look like shit, man. I forgot that was a good fight, man. He made Arroyo look like shit out there, bro. And Arroyo gets hats off for keep, coming back, keep coming back. But I'm glad they stopped that fight because I think that fighter didn't know no good. He was on that warrior bullshit, man. He was getting embarrassed, man. Neri is no joke. Listen, Jay Griggs, I'm telling you, what I saw from Neri, that's not something you could teach. That's the thing with boxing that cats don't understand. Some guys have this special ability. They just can't teach that, man. How the hell you have only 9 amateur fights? But then and Arroyo, like Barker Raider said, he was an Olympian, dog. He got embarrassed, man. I mean, damn. That Neri dude is no joke, boy. And people need to start putting respect on his name. But see, here's the thing, Free Flow though. Benavidez, I can't sit here and say, um, I can't sit here and say that. And thank you, D, for getting on Barker Raider on that. I want to hear what Barker Raider got to say. But Barker Raider's been coming correct so far. But I want to hear what he got to say on Nuke's integrity, man, because I feel Nuke's ardent supporters need to be the one to go after him. Thank you, Jose Martinez. They need to go after him, and they need to go after him hard because of that nonsense that he was pulling. Yeah, you're right, understanding the reason. See, that's the thing. That's why this channel is different, man. This is a breath of fresh air on YouTube, bro, because I'm making sure that as much as you guys participate as possible, because I wouldn't be here without you guys, man. So that's just my way of giving back. When we have these debates, I'm gonna start including I buy houses on there, D Jefferson, you know what I'm saying? Eventually YC's in the UK, so it's gonna be very hard with the timing, but I definitely want to get him on there. JB, you know what I'm saying? Understanding the reason, because I could see Free Flow Doe, you know what I'm saying? Barker Raider. I want everybody, man, because I feel everybody got something to contribute. And I want to hear you guys' voice. Jose Martinez, Jay Griggs, Manuel Areta. I want to hear everything. Lee Autopsy, everybody, man. Donald Brown, Timothy Ayers. The list goes on and on and on, man. You know, Gabriel Bonifant. I want to hear what everybody got to say because I believe everyone has something of substantive value. And see, we're gonna create something here on YouTube like nobody has never seen. We're gonna start having these debates. We're gonna show people what time it is. You can have debates. Everybody can say what they need to say, and it don't have to be no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with that. Everyone could say that, man, and it doesn't have to be no bullshit. People can bring value because you guys have been going on different channels for years, you know what I'm saying, talking about this sport. So obviously you know the sport and you bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Moore, all y'all bring something to the table, man. And I feel that it's good to have constructive criticism, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could take constructive criticism, D, and I'm willing to improve on it because at the end of the day, I don't know everything. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning. As you guys see, I'm improving. As each debate is going on, one thing about me is I like to run my mouth. So as each debate is going on, I'm learning how to higgity fucking hush. I'm following my own saying and give guys more room to talk. So that way the debate can be more even because everybody brings something to the table. Thank you, Barker Raider. I appreciate that, man. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Thanks for that. But you know, I feel like you got to come after IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is, because he ain't that dude has been reckless, dog. From yesterday up until now. I mean, the fact that another guy can send you a message like that, I'm gonna ban you for life. What did I do to this dude? All I did was debate this cat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I was coming after your family. I didn't say none of this nonsense. I didn't get slide to the mouth. I thought this was just boxing. This was just banter shit, man. What the hell? People getting in their feelings about shit. I mean, come on, y'all gotta flood his page, man, and you know what I'm saying, and let this dude know. Put respect on my name and be a dude with moral and ethics. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all start doing that, and he feels that his channel could possibly shut down and get threatened, because I'm not in the business of shutting another man's channel. I don't care. He can continue to be successful and all that. I'm not wishing nobody bad. But if he has that fear that can potentially happen, he'll come correct, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we trying to do out here in these boxing streets. We trying to come correct on this channel, man. We trying to show people that you got to do things differently. Like me, if I lost, if Earl the Truth Spence had got embarrassed, I'd have been right here having my concession defeat video ready. I'd have been giving IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is credit. I'd have done that. And you know what? I would have said, hey, you were right and I was wrong. I would admit that, man, because that's what you do as a real GI here in these box streets. You admit stuff like that. But this dude, he didn't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. That to me shows that you lack moral turpitude, man. You lack moral integrity. There's no moral, there's no ethics with you. That's not somebody that anybody needs to have any kind of debating, you know what I'm saying, back and forth with. You should. He's a toddler. There you go, free flow though. That's a dude you can't take seriously on any level, professionally, business wise. I would not ever do any business or any dealings with this dude. Yeah, Barker, he told me that. I'm not lying to you, man. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing with me. I have integrity, so I'm not gonna release the man's number or anything like that because that's just going against the grain. But he told me that, man. He said he's going to ban me for life, dog. I mean, come on, who says shit like that? He said that to me on my Twitter. He sent me a direct email. Oh, I'm gonna ban you for life if you don't and come out with a video that said that Earl the Truth Smith then stop him in fifth round TKO stoppage. So I can't give you a concession defeat video because of that. Dude, my guy won. I mean, that's just ridiculous. My dude won. So how can you not give me a concession defeat video? I mean, that's just ridiculous. When you look at this thing at the highest levels and you slice this thing up and down, this dude was foul and wrong on so many levels, man. And he needs to be exposed for that. You know what I'm saying? Because all I done was kept this thing boxing. All I done was kept it about the sport. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And then the fact that now this man don't want to give Spence his credit, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look, I saw his recent videos. He's now saying Spence won because of size and all. I give the man his credit. Yeah, no concession speech so you a fanboy. Yeah, Billy Freeman, I'm telling you, man. Dude, I don't have no reason. Y'all see me, man. Y'all can see one thing about me is I'm consistent. The dude sent me a message last night because we were going a little back and forth, and I was like, "Where's my concession defeat video?" And he said, "Dude, you didn't get the fifth round TKO stoppage. So what? You're not going to give that video?" I said, "Why should I give that video when clearly you should be giving a concession defeat video that you lost?" And then I turned around just to be fair. I said, look, we both can come with a concession defeat. My concession defeat is only going to be that I didn't get the fifth round TKO stoppage. I can do that. I have no problems doing that. But you need to come out and say he knows his sport, and he defeated me. That's the bigger video that we need. And because I said that, he then came back and told me, I'm going to ban you for life. You forever done. I'm like, who does that, man? That's some sore loser shit right there. Right there, I lost all respect for the dude, man. Yeah, I lost all respectability for that dude, man. And even YC was hot. You go see what YC's comment was, D. He said, man, you lost all credibility, dog. You know what I'm saying? I never seen YC send 4 or 5 comments. YC sent 4 or 5 comments on that man's video. That's how I knew even YC was hot. Yeah. IBFP owes a video of giving, what's up, Edgelord? What's up, my real G out here in these boxing streets, dog? He owes 2 videos. One of putting respect on Earl the Truth's names, Earl the Truth Smith's name, and one putting respect on my name, dog. It's just right, man. When you lose against somebody, the right thing to do is give respect where respect is due, man. That's just the right thing to do. No, I'm done. I don't forgot him, man. It was a great fight, free flow though. Now I'm ready to move on, man. I'm ready to move on to greener pastures. But this is the last video of me ranting about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I said I was gonna do a 7-day round. Like, fuck that. This is the rant right here. After that, it's done. The next video that I make, you know what I'm saying, now is going after casual non-boxing talk or casual talk bullshit. I'm going after his ass. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, D. How you sat here on a debate and told people twice, you vocally said it, I will give you your concession to be, and then don't own up to that? I mean, come on. I could make the 5th round, you know what I'm saying? And I was willing to make that 5th round video, but I needed to hear that he was going to make his concession. I wasn't going to just make that video and then because the one he was going to try to do, because he, like I say, he's a master of spinner. Oh, you see, the man's admitted, no, we don't play that game. You send your concession defeat video first to let everyone know that your ass lost, and then I send mine afterward to talk about, hey, I didn't get the 5th round TKO stoppage. But go look at my part 80. Go look at the part 80 post-fight video. I want y'all to watch that video. Y'all will see how a real G, a super real G, and an ultimate real G out here in these boxing streets get down, man. You guys are gonna see how I gave D, Flame on 24, Billy Freeman, you know what I'm saying, YC, JB. I gave everybody credit for calling the fight better than I did. Because I said 5th round TKO stoppage. I was biased to that. And I'll admit that. See, I can admit my shit. But I still got everything else right. You know what I'm saying? And I gave y'all credit for that. But all the gist and the point of what I was trying to say in the video was I beat that dude. Yeah, man, it's just ridiculous, man. You know, and I know y'all not always gonna agree with me on everything I gotta say. I get it. I'm a truth teller. I say cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth. So you're not always gonna agree. Even my real super and ultimate real G's out here, y'all gonna disagree with me on a lot of shit. But you know what? Y'all gonna respect me because guess what? What y'all gonna find with me is whether I'm right or wrong, I'm consistent. And I might be wrong down the road. Who knows? I might be wrong down the road about a prediction. But watch my integrity. Watch my integrity and how I fess up to that. Because that's what you're supposed to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just the facts behind that. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the contributions. You know what I'm saying? Well, Star Power Entertainment, thank you. At least you said something. You know what I'm saying? Because you was one of them slide to the mouth haters. At least you said something. I'm not sitting here thinking I'm all that. All I was trying to tell you was welcome to the introduction of He Knows His Sport. Now there's respect put on my name. Yeah, there you go. Contender Regime Boxing. That's another cat I want y'all to check out, man. That dude is a hell of a video maker, man. He makes a lot of videos and he does it in his southern style and southern accent. I like it, man. It's swag to it. So hats off, you know what I'm saying? I'm plugging him, man. Contender Regime Boxing. That's my cat, man. He's getting props. You know what I'm saying? I respect that dude. You know what I'm saying? Hats off. He's a super real G out here in these boxing streets. You know, but that's all I was saying, man. Just give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Show respect. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. And you know, the D Jeffersons, the Contender Regime Boxing, I mean, even Star Power Entertainment understand that. You know, there's a respect value here. You know, and guys got to be respectful. It is what it is. See, Star Power, we can agree to disagree. You made your point. I get it. But Earl the True Spence, here's the flip side argument to that. Earl the True Spence showed that he's a boxer. He proved that last night. He showed there was more tools to the tool yard. And a lot of people like yourself, which I don't see why you're not admitting it, can admit now, damn, there's way more to that cat than just him being that body snatcher. And folks need to be real with themselves. He proved a lot. Now he's showing that he's multi-dimensional. Not only he'll get your ass out of there and stop you, but now he can box the shit out of you, which is dangerous, man. That's dangerous. When you fight a fighter like that can do it all, back foot and front foot, whoo, that's dangerous. That's a fighter you don't want to fight. Now you see why Sean Porter, why he is the boogeyman, why he gets the boogeyman title, why Sean Porter wasn't clamoring to fight him. Yeah, hey man, that's what I'm talking about. Contender Regime Boxing, he do be breaking it down that Texas slang. You get that Texas vibe from him. Thank you, Barker Raider, man. Coming from you, that's the biggest not approval. And you need to get on Star Power and Entertainment because he on that bullshit, man. If you, Barker Raider, could come out and say that about IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is, how come Star Power Entertainment can't say that? That's what I'm saying. How do I call the Terrence Crawford versus Earl the True Spence? And I know Contender Regime Boxing is gonna like this one. I got Earl the True Spence winning 51 to 49%. And let me tell you why. Crawford, two things that he needs to show me in a Earl the True Spence fight. Does he have the legs? Yes, he has the legs. Unlike Mikey Garcia, does he have the switch hitter styles? Yes, I think that can disrupt Earl the True Spence because that orthodox and southpaw, that will fuck him up all night. But here's the problem. Earl the True Spence not only shows that he can box, because he proved that last night, but he's still body snatcher 2.0. If Marvin Haglow's body killer 1.0, he's body snatcher 2.0. And he still got thudding power. Just because he didn't drop Mikey Garcia last night, that does not say Earl the True Spence don't got no power. Let's just knock that misnomer. The question is, can Terrence Bud Crawford take Earl the Spence's power as much as Earl the True Spence can take Terrence Bud Crawford? That's the question y'all need to ask yourselves. And whatever answer you come from that will let you know who will be the victor in that. But me, I got Earl the True Spence winning that fight 51 to 49% because I believe Terrence Bud Crawford will push him like nobody's business. He will make him think like nobody's business. But I believe that in the championship rounds, once Spence cuts that ring off, we don't know what Crawford feels like when he's hurt. And I believe that Earl the True Spence will give him shots that will make him think, that will say, well, fuck, man, I've never taken these kind of shots. We need to see how Crawford can think when he's under mental pressure. Because like Leonard Ellerby was saying, when your ass is under mental pressure and you're getting pressure like that, do you have something to keep the guy off of him? I believe that Terrence Bud Crawford has respectable power. But in a fight like that, a lot of those questions need to be answered. So I believe, based on what I'm seeing there, I give Earl the Truth Spence the slight edge in that fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think on that. Thank you, Barker. Yeah, Earl the Truth Spence surprised you. Now you guys know he's multi-dimensional. Well, if you think I'm a fanboy Star Power Entertainment, that's your assessment. Go watch other fights I've called, man. I don't sound like no fanboy. A fanboy is what it is, man. I'm not sitting here tooting my own horn. You know what I'm saying? Because of one prediction. The whole purpose and premise of this was to beat IBFP or whatever the far his name is. I've already done that. Now I'm moving on to greener pastures. Now it's about talking about other fights, things of that nature. To be honest with you, like I told Barker Raider, and Barker Raider can tell you that this dude sent me a text last night, and um, that showed me that this dude is no joke. That showed me this dude is a clown. He said, "I'm gonna ban you for life." Who says that, man? What clown says that? That dude sent me a text last night to tell me he's gonna ban me for life. I mean, come on. All because he was in his feelings. I don't know what he was drinking last night. All because the fight didn't go the way he wanted it. Who says that? I mean, come on. At least you could admit Star Power Entertainment. Who that? I mean, that's just nonsense. Who says shit like that? Send me a text last night to tell me you are banned for life because he was in his fucking feelings. That super duper IBFP anxiety attack is real, y'all. I told y'all that shit was real, man. This is boxing, man. Why are people making this thing more serious than what it is? It's boxing, folks. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You didn't get the prediction right. You didn't. He would have Star Power Entertainment. He would have had his respect if he would have turned around and gave the concession defeat video. It would have showed a lot about him. But he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? When you lose, that's what you're supposed to do. If you can't do that, that says a lot about you as a person, man. This is ridiculous. And thank y'all for giving me as many thumbs up as the participation. I appreciate that. Thank you, Barker. It is boxing, man. So y'all watch. If I ever get anything wrong, see, I admitted I didn't get the fifth round TKO stoppage. I admitted that in droves. Go watch my part 80 post fight video. I admit that thing in droves. But if I don't get the prediction right, y'all watch how I man up. You know what I'm saying? I grab my loins, dog. You know what I'm saying? I grab a hold of my nuts because that's what you're supposed to do as a man. You grab your freaking nut sacks and you admit. You look at people dead in their face and you admit, hey, I didn't get this shit right, man. I was flat out wrong. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, that's respect right there. Y'all watch. Whenever I'm in that position, y'all watch how I react in that position. Because anybody know me personally, my brothers, because I have the biggest back and forth. I felt they're the hardest challenges with me going back and forth with my siblings, man. And they'll tell you when I'm wrong about some shit, man, they'll be like, man, he's the first one to tell you, hey, and he fesses it up. He beats you to the punch. He'll be like, hey man, he'll go give you props. Hey man, you got this thing right, dog. I was flat out wrong. Because you gotta eat your crow when you lose. The same way that you wanna celebrate when you win and shit like that, like I'm doing right now, you gotta eat your fucking crow when you lose, man. That's just the way it works. And IBFP or whatever the far his name is would have gained respect. What's up, Ninja Master Smash? He would have gained his respect if he would have done that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Star Power Entertainment. You've been promoted now to a real G out here in these boxing streets. You see me? I ain't no hater. You a real G out here in these boxing streets now. Now I look at you, you know what I'm saying, as a peer. I don't look at you as a fanboy no more because you came correct. Because that's all I'm asking, man. Cats to have moral turpitude and admit when they wrong, and when they right, admit when they right. And that's it, man. There's just no ways around that shit. That's it. Just fucking admit it. Man up and admit that shit, man. We men out here. I thought we weren't femboys. I thought we weren't beta boys. I thought we weren't Banana Republic looking motherfuckers. No pun intended. If you were Banana Republic, but I thought we was real G's out here in these boxing streets. Super real G's and ultimate real G's out here in these boxing. If that's the case, then let's act as such, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's put our nuts up together and act as such, and not sit here and act like femboys. It's just ridiculous. Everything else I said on the fight, I was right. If you watch part 1 all the way up to part 80, and and I want to say some things. Barker Raider, what I'm saying, Star Power Entertainment, and all you guys, if I offended you guys with the Mexican jokes, my bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to put that out there. I'm gonna stop with that. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, when you're going back and forth with people, when they go high, you go higher. When they go low, you go lower. And I'm not gonna say that I will not ever not use tactics, because when you're competing against people, you like to use tactics so that you can win. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to understand my reasoning behind that. The reasoning was to throw low blows and throw jabs, you know what I'm saying, with the tacos, chalupas, and burritos. But I love Mexican people, man. Some of my best friends are Mexican, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect a lot of Mexican folks. You know what I'm saying? The cat that I went to his house, his wife was Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Who's watching the fight? Like, I have nothing but respect for Mexican people. You guys are hardworking people. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You guys have, your history is rich. You know what I'm saying? You guys have great boxers. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing but hats off to folks like that. As much as I call him Cinnamon Alvarez, I respect Canelo. Canelo is one of my favorite boxers in the game right now. I give him a hard time because people want to sit here and say he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't believe that, and I will never believe that. But to me, he's very, very, very fucking good. And I argue with anybody up and down that says otherwise. So I want you guys to understand, you know what I'm saying? It's not a personal thing with me. It's just banter, man. It's jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's just having fun. And if you guys can see past that, hopefully you can. You can see that I'm just being authentic and being real. That's all it is to it, man. There's just nowhere else around it. But we see now IBFP's in his feelings, and he takes things personal. I mean, it's ridiculous. YouTube, man. What the fuck? This is not real life. What the fuck are we taking shit personal for? It's just ridiculous. When I Buy Houses brought points to me about Canelo, I was like, yeah, you're right. Do I go in on Canelo a little too much? Yes, and I'll take ownership of that. But it's the point that I was trying to make was people just want to overrate him too much, and people not looking at controversial decisions and things of that nature. That's all I was saying. But other than that, minus the controversial, this man was landing jabs on Floyd Money Mayweather in their fight. That tells me he has very good ones and twos. This man has a gray night chin. To go 2 fights with Triple G and don't get fucking dropped says a lot. That says a lot to me. For a guy to sit there and take on all comers, you gotta give it to Canelo Alvarez. You gotta give it to him. That dude don't shy away, man. And I can admit that. I can admit that. But then there's some other great boxers, Mexican boxers out there. Oscar De La Hoya took all comers. Juan Manuel Marquez, you know what I'm saying? I like him. So shout outs to you, Jay Griggs, for mentioning that. That dude, Jose Ramirez, he's nice. I like him. There's a lot of guys out there, man, that I like. Yeah, I can see that. Star Power Entertainment. Manny, I respect him because Manny took all comers. And I understand your argument with that. Manny's a guy that didn't shy away from opponents. He fought everybody. And when you think about it, I mean, the man is he went to 8 divisions, man. 8 fucking divisions, man. He's dominating 8 divisions. That says a lot to me. It says a lot. There's some asterisks there in his career, you know what I'm saying, because of the power aspect and things of that nature. I still wonder, and I don't want you to get on me, Star Power Entertainment, if he did flirt with steroids or not, because it's interesting at some point how the power waned, because the power had waned so fast and it was between one fight and the next. So I don't know. I'm still up in the fence about that. But other than that, to me, Manny Pacquiao is legit. Other than that, he's legit. Because he's beating a lot of fucking people down. The way he put that beating on Margarito, the way he put the beating on Oscar De La Hoya, you got to give your hats off to that dude. In his prime, oh my gosh. That's why a lot of people were mad and they wanted to see. I believe that Floyd Mayweather would have beaten Manny Pacquiao in their prime. But it would have been a lot closer. And I don't think Floyd wanted to fight a fight that close at that time. I think he wanted, you know what I'm saying, because Floyd likes to fight people at the right time. And that's just the fact. See, me, I'm going to keep it real. I like Floyd Mayweather, but I'm not gonna sit here and not admit that. You know, Floyd likes to get your ass at the right time. And there's two fighters, and I know a lot of people will agree with me on that. There's two fighters that Floyd Mayweather ducked. You want to know who they are? Like, y'all, right now I'm gonna show y'all my real boxing knowledge here. The two fighters he ducked was Winky Wright and Vernon Forrest. He did not want no parts of those guys because those two guys right there, they had a bunch of array of boxing skills that would have fucked Floyd Mayweather up. They had that green eye chin, so they weren't gonna get dropped. You saw that in Sugar Shane Mosley's fight against Winky Wright. He realized, oh shit, I'm telling you, Vernon Forrest and Winky Wright would have exposed Floyd Mayweather. That's my honest opinion. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all just don't understand what I'm talking about. Winky Wright and Vernon Forrest would have exposed him. That's why he stayed away. Floyd Mayweather made sure. And he fought, and you got to remember, he fought Shane Mosley at the right time. And mind you, Shane Mosley landed a good shot on him. If that was a Shane Mosley 5 years younger, that fight could have been different. See, we got to keep it real, man. We can't sit here and not admit those things. Yeah, yeah, I can see that too. He did duck Cotto. He fought Cotto at the right time. He did. He fought. That's the thing. Mayweather fought a lot of cats at the right time. And I felt that if he would have fought these guys in their prime, he would have been exposed. If he would have fought Oscar De La Hoya 5 years prior to that fight, because that fight was so close, I believe Oscar De La Hoya would have walked away with a handed victory. See? Look what I'm giving you guys. I'm giving you guys unbiased. That term of honest and unbiased, I'm giving it to you guys. Floyd Mayweather does have an iron chin, but he's not. When you look at it, there's a reason why he's not the greatest of all time, like they say that he is. There's some fallacies there, man, and people need to understand that. EJ88, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You my super real G out here in these boxing streets. But I'm keeping it real with you, man. Floyd Money Mayweather did not fight these guys when they were fresher. He fought them when they were kind of towards the end. And that's just facts. And we got to keep it real here, man. See, me, I'm going to keep it real. I'm a truth teller. I can't help it. You're not going to agree with everything I got to say, but it's the truth. If Floyd Money Mayweather would have fought Rinky White or Vernon Forrest, he would have got exposed because those guys got too many arsenals in them. They got too much skill set, especially Vernon Forrest. The way he beat Sugar Shane twice. Come on, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about here. I'm giving y'all advanced boxing shit right here. Go look at Vernon Forrest's style and go look at Rinky Wright's style. That shoulder roll style wouldn't have been enough for those cats. They would have punched right through the shoulder roll. I'm telling y'all, man, I know what I'm talking about, dog. They would have punched right through the shoulder rope. That's why Floyd Mayweather made sure he ain't fight none of those guys. Trust me, Floyd Mayweather handpicked his opponents at the right time. He wasn't a fool. He was very smart about how he did his shit. Very smart. Other than that, Floyd Mayweather is better than any fucking body else. But when it comes to Rinky Wright and freaking Vernon Forrest, those guys they would have given him so many puzzles. I could see Floyd Sr. in his stuttering voice. Huh, Vernon Forrest, Winky Wright, nah, we ain't fighting those motherfuckers. They too big. We don't want to fight them because they got a style that they can punch through the shoulder roll. Remember, Sugar Ray Leonard exposed Senior's shoulder roll, man. There's a way to expose the shoulder roll. Sugar Ray Leonard gave the blueprint on that. And I believe Winky Wright and Vernon Forrest had the skill set to do that. And that's facts. See, I'm giving y'all some shit that y'all didn't even think. Y'all going to go back and think about that. Y'all be like, you know what? This motherfucker was right about that shit. Winky Wright was no joke. Vernon Forrest was no joke. In their heyday, shit. Them motherfuckers was no joke. People need to put respect on those two guys' names. There's a reason why those two guys were heavily avoided. I'm saying heavily avoided. Yeah, Trinidad was overrated. I mean, Bernard Hopkins exposed his ass. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright exposed his ass. That's what I'm saying. Winky Wright and fucking Vernon Forrest, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Star Power Entertainment. I appreciate that. A lot of people don't know that. Those are the two guys, man. Winky Wright and fucking Vernon Forrest, man. Those two guys were beasts, man. Nobody wanted to fight those dudes because it's hard figuring out those guys as puzzles. The puzzle behind those guys was just unfucking real. That's why you saw Shane Mosley. To go look at when he fought Winky Wright and he punched Winky Wright on the chin. He was like, oh, you could tell he knew he lost the fight because he was like, oh shit. And that was a fresher Shane Mosley, man. That Shane Mosley that fought Winky Wright, if that Shane Mosley would have fought Mayweather, he possibly could have beat. No, I don't think possibly. He would have beaten Floyd Mayweather. With the way he hurt Floyd Mayweather in the early on of that fight, come on. That's a fresher Shane Mosley. And that Shane Mosley could not give Ricky Wright problems. Ricky Wright exposed him. I'm telling y'all, man, there's levels to this shit, man. Because my little brother was trying to tell me this shit all along. And I was ignoring his ass because I was such a Floyd Mayweather guy. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Winky Wright, because my little brother is the biggest Winky Wright fan you could think of. And he was like, listen to me, man. Go look at the tail of the tape. Winky Wright got so much in the arsenal that, and Winky Wright could just eat your fucking punches, man. He's not going down. Whatever you throw at that motherfucker, he's not going down. And he was right. When I went back and looked at that thing, I was like, oh shit. Winky Wright and Vernon Forrest give Floyd Mayweather props. And shout outs to Woodstar TV because he also said the same shit I said too. Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all. But this dude, Tashu, I don't know, man. Katya, the Japanese dude, nah, I don't think he would have given Mayweather props. I disagree with that. I think he was overrated. He's kind of like a Jaime Muninga. He's one of those guys, they just overrate cats like that. I think he was overrated. I think he just fought the right type of people. That's just my honest assessment on it. That's just my honest assessment on it. The guys that I mentioned were the Lions, the Winky Wrights, and the Vernon Forrest. Those were the dudes right there. They were the no jokes. I believe Floyd Mayweather would expose Tito Trinidad Star Power because Tito Trinidad showed that there's weaknesses in his arsenal, man. He doesn't like when people can disrupt his timing. Even in his prime, I saw that in the Oscar De La Hoya fight. When Oscar De La Hoya was boxing him, even though he beat Oscar De La Hoya had moments where he was outboxing him. If you can outbox Tito, you can beat his ass. Understanding the reason, Paul, I doubt that one. Paul was avoided too. Nah. What's his name? Martinez exposed his ass. Yeah, Martinez exposed his ass, man. So I don't know about that. Tito did make Sweet Pea look bad, I Buy Houses, but remember, which Sweet Pea did he make look bad? Was it a Sweet Pea that was aging or a Sweet Pea in his prime? See, we got to keep everything in its proper context. Because if we're talking about Sweet Pea in his prime, having all his defensive wits about him, front foot and back foot, come on now. But we're talking about Sweet Pea starting to go out the door while Tito's coming of age. Nah, I don't. That one right there, I'm not buying that one. I know you buy houses, but I ain't buying that one. I ain't buying that one. Okay, Star Power. I disagree with the Gotti part because Gotti was not a C-level fighter to me. I would say at that time he was a B-level fighter. Gotti was considered the next best shit at that time. Baltimore, yes. There's an argument that yeah, he wasn't all that. But Zab Judah now was dangerous. He had fast hands. Zab Judah, if Zab Judah was not a front runner, Zab Judah would have been everything that Floyd Mayweather was. The problem with Zab Judah is he gas out. That's why I say he reminds me of Amir Khan style star power. They both the same thing. They do all of this dazzling and great shit in the first half of the fight, but in the second half of the fights, they wane like nobody's business. They wane like motherfuckers. But Zab Judah was a legitimate fight for Floyd Money Mayweather because you saw in the first half of that fight, his speed advantage was just ridiculous. Now, in terms of Trinidad, yeah, thank you, DeMarcus Perkins. Trinidad did have a powerful left hook. I mean, he had power like nobody's business. But his skill set, and that's where he got exposed. That's why Bernard Hopkins exposed his ass. his skill set wasn't all the way up to par. Yeah, that's why they consider Adrian Broner, I Buy Houses, as the new Zab Judah. They have all of the attributes that you want in a fighter, but they lack the discipline and they lack that second half of championship round ability, man. That's what separates them. That's why I call them front runners. They're front runners in boxing, man. It's because of that reason. They're freaking front runners. Yeah. And that's just the truth, bro. They're front runners. So I agree with that assessment right there. Oh man, Roy Jones in his prime. Listen, man. Roy Jones in his prime is fucking any and everybody up. I don't care what weight class. If Roy Jones was in his fucking prime with that speed that he had, I mean, he had other. You know how when I say Deontay Wilder has otherworldly hands, God literally just touched his hands and blessed it. It's the same thing with Roy Jones Jr.'s abilities, man. God just blessed that. That's why you saw once he lost that God-given ability, he was kind of he was mortal, man. He was getting knocked out because he didn't have that ability anymore. But when Roy Jones had his ability, nobody, I don't care. You put any motherfucker in the ring, Roy Jones is embarrassing them. And I don't care who it is. Because he had this ability to just evade your fucking punches, man. He was just, his athleticism was second to none. Second to none. When I saw James Toney, who's one of the perfected Philly shell shoulder roll type of dudes, could not land flush on Roy Jones, come on, man. That said a lot to me right there. When Roy Jones embarrassed him, that said a lot. And James Toney ain't nothing to play with. James Toney was a special fighter. And Roy Jones embarrassed his ass, man. That says a lot to me. Yep. You're right, Star Power. That's the thing. That era, Mosley, De La Hoya, Winky, Forrest, but even Winky and Forrest passed those guys, man. You know, and you could throw Fernando Vargas in there, man. That era of those guys, a lot of people sleep on that. Those guys, the reason why they have losses like the way that they do is because they fought each other. If those guys was fighting in this fucking era, oh my gosh, they would be fucking up a lot of people, man. That's just the facts. So hats off to you, my real G, with that one. You get credit. Yeah, Winky did fight as a middleweight, and Vernon fought as a light middleweight. But before they fought there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they moved up. But the point that I'm trying to say with those two guys, man, those two guys were just dangerous, man. They were dangerous fighters. Yeah, y'all remember when Roy Jones did the back behind the back on James Toney? The dude was just unreal with his ability. Yeah, you're right. Understand the reason. You're right. Everything you just said there is right. The dude's ability was just unfreaking real, man. That's the thing. Roy Jones was just too special. And a lot of people don't understand. Sugar Shane Mosley in his prime was no joke. It's just he went up against Winky Wright and he went up against Vernon Forrest, and those guys was just better than him. But you got to remember, Sugar Shane Mosley, and that's where everybody fell for the okie doke. They thought Mikey was Shane Mosley, but what they forget, what's up, Wasi? What they forget is, Sugar Shane Mosley was in amateurs. He was right there with Oscar De La Hoya in terms of weight class. They were fighting right there, so it wasn't like he was going up so much in weight when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. All this nonsense, that shit gets dispelled, man. That's why he was able to fight Oscar De La Hoya the way he did when he moved up and fought him. Because in the amateurs, they were right there with one another. This fight right here between Mikey Garcia and Earl the True Spence, you're talking about a lighter guy. And see, this is what people need to understand. They got weight classes for a reason. And that's what YC was trying to tell y'all way back in the day. The question, the inevitable question, and I brought it up too. Can Mikey Garcia take Earl the Spence punch? Or can Earl the True Spence take Mikey Garcia's punch? That was the biggest question. And we found out last night. Did Mikey Garcia show that he has a chin? Did he show that he had mental fortitude? Did he show that, you know what I'm saying, he could stand? Yes, he gets true grit for that. He showed all of his 39-0 experience. But he got embarrassed, man. There was a boxing clinic. It was a boxing lesson. And Earl the True Spence showed that he was superior to Mikey Garcia in every regard. But Mikey Garcia gets the hats off because he earned, you know what he earned? He earned that Aztec warrior in him. He earned that tough Mexican in his ass. And hats off to him for that. Gotta give him credit because he can walk away and say, hey, you other welterweights, I was a lighter guy and I was able to go 12 rounds with Earl the True Spence. But at what cost? Because I feel there's some brain damage and I feel there was going to be, and I feel that he did piss some blood. He didn't get put out on no damn stretcher, but his ass was pissing blood that night because Earl the True Spence was landing body shots on his ass. Thanks, YC. I appreciate that. He was landing body shots on that motherfucker. So I know his piss was amber last night. I fucking know that. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know that. But those shots he was taking, fuck yeah. And his faculties, I don't think they were all together at the end of that fight. Oh, what's my thoughts on Wilder? Here's my thoughts on it. You know, and I know y'all not going to agree, you know what I'm saying? But here's my take. Anthony Joshua, to me, is the superior boxer than Deontay Wilder. There's just no going around that. Deontay Wilder is allergic to fundamentals. And you would have to be a dodo head to not admit that. But the thing that Deontay Wilder has, you know what I'm saying? And you've heard the Lennox Lewises of the world. You've heard the freaking Evander Holyfields of the world say that. He has those otherworldly hands that I keep talking about. And I think because of those otherworldly hands, it has caused it's caused Anthony Joshua to be hesitant. And I think Anthony Joshua I think he started to gain more confidence after the Fury fight because the Fury fight exposed Deontay Wilder a lot. Because if you remember when Wilder fought Ortiz, Joshua wasn't clamoring because that was a good victory. Even though Ortiz gave him trouble in that 7th round, Wilder still won that fight definitively. So, and remind you, King Kong was an avoided guy. He was a boogeyman in that heavyweight division. Nobody wanted to fight Ortiz, but Wilder stepped up and fought him. A lot of people don't want to say that. A lot of people don't want to admit that. And once Joshua saw that, Joshua was like, okay, I don't know if I want to fight his ass yet. But then the tail of the tape turned around in the Fury fight. And now you're seeing Joshua's more vocal because, okay, I see some things that I can exploit against him if we were to fight. Because keep it real, Deontay Wilder is deficient fundamentally, and we have to be honest and unbiased with that. See, I'm going to say that term because it sounds better coming from me. He's deficient. He does not have the fundamentals. And I believe Joshua can exploit that. But here's the weaknesses with Joshua that Wilder can exploit. Wilder's more athletic, and Wilder has better conditioning. Joshua has waned in second halves of fights. His conditioning hasn't always been there. A lot of people don't want to admit that. And Joshua is stiff as fuck, man. I don't know if y'all watch him fight, man. He's like a robot. He doesn't, and I think it's because he's such a bodybuilder, that more so than a boxer. He's stiff, dog. Don't get me wrong, he's fundamental, but he's stiff. And I feel that a guy like Wilder, who knows how to cut the ring off, people don't give Wilder enough credit for cutting the ring off. But he cuts the ring off, and that's what he did to Tyson Fury. That's why he was able to land those shots. He just don't have fundamentals. If he cuts the ring off and he lands one of those otherworldly shots on Joshua, Joshua's falling. How do I know this? Because the Klitschko fight. Klitschko dropped Anthony Joshua. And Wilder, to me, has more power than Klitschko. So if Klitschko could drop Joshua, why can't Wilder drop him? You know, at the heavyweight division, any fucking heavyweight can drop a heavyweight. And I hear you, YC. I hear you. And I'm glad you realized that Joshua is stiff, man, because that's why I say he's stiff as fuck. I did have Fury. I do have Fury beating AJ too. And the reason being is because Fury has boxing skills. And last time I checked, the belt belongs to Tyson Fury, man. It really, AJ's holding Tyson Fury's belts. They need to settle that shit, man. That's my honest opinion on that. They need to settle that shit. He needs to fight Fury and beat him so that he can definitively say that he's the unified champion. That's my honest opinion on that. Yeah. And the thing is and I'm glad you said that, understanding the reason. Deontay Wilder is athletic, man. You know who reminds me of Deontay Wilder, but is more fundamental than Deontay Wilder, and he's a guy that y'all need to pay attention to. Ife Ajagba, that African dude. Whoo, I've been watching this motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, none of those top dudes want to fight Ife Ajagba. He has poise, he has athleticism, and he does everything that everything that Wilder does, but he does it fundamentally. I'm telling y'all, pay attention to Ife Ajagba. That dude right there is going to make noise. Pay attention to his ass. He's on my radar. We sitting here talking about Joshua. We sitting here talking about Wilder. And we talking about Fury. Ife Ajagba. Pay attention to that dude. That dude is on my radar, man. Exactly. I buy houses. They all think they're A side, and I'm gonna keep it real here. Deontay Wilder is not the A side in comparison to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is the bigger name. So if they fight, Deontay Wilder has to know that he's the B side. But with Fury and AJ, that's a different story. Fury never lost his belts. He relinquished it, you know what I'm saying, because of his lifestyle, but he never lost his belt when you think about it. He never lost his belt. So to me, AJ needs to beat Fury for him to say that I legitimately have these belts. Because to me, those belts legitimately belong to Fury. I don't know. What's y'all take on that? I feel that those belts still belong to Fury because Fury didn't lose it. That's just my assessment on that. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, AJ is going to embarrass Big Titty Miller. That's what I call him because that motherfucker is just fat as fuck. AJ is going to embarrass Big Titty Miller, man. He's going to embarrass him because that dude talking about sleeping with his mom and all this other nonsense. One thing I like about AJ, he's a quiet storm. He has that Earl the True Spence thing in him. They share that. You start talking shit, he makes you pay in the ring. There's two people that hold credibility to that: Dillian White and Charles Martin. They were running their fucking mouths, and Anthony Joshua gave them a lesson, knocked their fucking blocks out. And I think that's what's going to happen to Big Titty Miller, man. I had him getting stopped between 11 and 12 rounds. Yeah, man. I got him getting stopped between 11 and 12 rounds. But I'm going to tell you right now, I got it 8 to 10. Now I got it 8 to 10. I got Big Titty Miller going down by 8 to 10 rounds. I hear you, IC. I hear you saying under 5. Damn, boy. That's the first time I've ever heard you say 5 or below. You usually go later rounds, dude. Yeah, that's what I said, D. Wilder's well, let me see. Wilder's belt. Nah, come on now. We ain't gonna say Wilder's belt belonged to Fury. That was a draw. To me, that fight was a draw. I ain't gonna agree with that. I know you're a Fury dude, but to me, that was a draw. So don't even play with that. But that's the first time I've seen YC say under 5. Nah, I don't think it's under 5. I think it's gonna be 8 to 10. Let me tell you why, YC. Miller is coming in 300 plus pounds. Remember, Anthony Joshua ain't never fight nobody that fucking fat and that fucking big. And I think it's gonna take time to wear that big titty motherfucker down. You gotta a big titty motherfucker like that. You gotta wear his ass down. It's gonna take time. It's gonna fucking take time. I got 8 to 10 round TKO stoppage. That is my prediction on that because he's gonna come in there 315 pounds. That's what I think. Miller's getting fucking stopped, D. Trust me. Anthony Joshua got those hands. He got those fucking hands, but 315 pounds? We ain't never seen no heavyweight that fucking heavy since, you know what I'm saying, way back in the day, George Foreman, I think. And I don't even think he was that heavy. So it's gonna take time to chop that shit down. So that's why I got 8 to 10 rounds. Because I think Joshua's gonna give him a boxing lesson at first, punish his ass, and then get his ass out of there. And then we're gonna see them big titties flying all over the place. Yeah, do that, YC, man. Look at the tell of the tape. We know that Anthony Joshua is going to outbox Big Titty Miller. The thing with Big Titty Miller that you got to admit is he has a lot of punching output. You know what I'm saying? And he has this awkwardness because he's coming from that whole kickboxing, MMA type shit. So he has this awkwardness with him that's going to make it very dangerous for the likes of an Anthony Joshua. But that's going to be in the beginning of the fight when Anthony Joshua is trying to figure out his timing. But the thing that I like about Joshua has shown me two things. He showed me that in the Klitschko fight, and he's shown me that in other championship fights. He can think under mental pressure, and he can make adjustments, man. This is where you got to give Joshua his credit. The motherfucker can make adjustments, and he can handle pressure. Because when he got dropped the way he did against Klitschko, if it was any other heavyweight, they would have folded. His ass didn't fold. AJ's chin is a little suspect, but the fact that he was able to bounce back, man, you know, it says something. And I'm not overhyping him. I'm just stating facts. The mental fortitude, it says a lot to me, man. And we got to give these guys in the square circle credit. A lot of guys have a game plan until they get hit, right? Anthony Joshua got hit, but he showed mental resolve and mental fortitude because he came back in that second half of the fight, knocked down Klitschko a few times. Fat ass and his big titties, he's going to get fucking winded. And as soon as he gets winded and AJ's able to figure out that timing, you watch. AJ's IQ, his mental resolve, and his ability to be fundamental, even though he's stiff as fuck with that shit, it's going to show in the second half of the fight. And that's why I got an 8 to 10 round TKO stoppage. That's why I'm calling it like that. Because I think in the second half of the fight, we're going to see the separation. Yeah, you're right, D. It could possibly go 12 because, and that's one of those things that the prediction could be up in the air. It could possibly go 12 because of the 315 pounds that Big Titty Miller coming into that fight with. I know he's going to be over 300 pounds. What do I think of Usyk? Usyk to me still has ways to go. He's nice. He's young. You know what I'm saying? He did school Parker. You know what I'm saying? But there's still a lot of questions unresolved with him. I still need to see more from him before I can. Basically, it's a jury is out on him type of thing. The jury is out. I don't know with him just yet. But I can tell you this much. Ife Ajagba is legit to me. Appreciate that, Evie Webb. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support, bruh. Ife Ajagba is legit to me. I know a lot of people pushing Joy Joyce, but Joy Joyce is kind of sloppy as fuck. I don't know, man. I don't like him. I think he's good, but he ain't no fucking Ife Ajagba. That dude right there, to me, it had got skills. I know a lot of people pushing Usyk and all of that, but let's be real. He got beat by Sean Porter in the amateurs, man. So, I mean, you know, and I know that's the amateurs, but Sean Porter's not the best boxer, man. How the fuck you lose to Sean Porter in the amateurs, man? That says a lot to me. I'm sorry. I know that's the amateurs, and y'all probably gonna be like, whatever, but come on, man. That says a lot to me right there. That just, I don't know. Yeah, it is apples and oranges, YC. It is. But still, Sean Porter is not the most fundamentally sound boxer. Like, how do you lose to him in the fucking amateurs? Yes, Porter did beat Jacobs too. But still, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how? How do you lose to that dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the most responsible boxer. Like, you're not supposed to lose to guys like that in the amateurs. That's just my honest opinion on it. You know, Usyk is a guy that he needs to be watched for because he's big, he got size, he got power. You know, he can levy punishment on cats, but there's still a lot of questions that's unanswered. He's still too raw for me. It's kind of like I would say he's kind of like what Teofimo Lopez is at his weight class, or what Jerron Ennis Boots is. They're too green right now. The jury's still out on them. I don't know what to make of them. That's why I'm still reserved as to saying, okay, he's going to be dangerous. I don't know that yet. I can't say that. Daniel Dubois is no joke now. That's a dude people need to pay attention to. I agree. There you go, YC. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the heavyweight division is different. In the heavyweight division, you know what you learn? There's no such thing as a fucking chin. I'm gonna say that again. In the heavyweight division, there is no such thing as a fucking chin. Anybody can go the fuck down in the heavyweight division. That's my honest opinion. One punch can change anybody's life in the heavyweight division. No one is allergic. No one is allergic to getting their ass whooped in the heavyweight division. That's just my honest assessment on that. But we'll see, man. The jury's out. The jury's still out, and we need to see what the heavyweight division is bringing. But I like this new crop: the Joy Joyce, Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Ife Ajagba. Listen, if these big top guys don't want to figure it out, these new guys are hungry, man, and they're ready to make some noise. They are ready to make some noise. I'm telling y'all right now, they're ready to make some noise and they're ready to knock the door down. Understanding the reason, Boots is the truth for his lane, but he ain't the truth when you're talking about going up against Earl the Truth Spence. And I think YC had my back and D Jefferson had my back on that. Because there's this thing where these new cats, man, and I get it. You know, you're a young lion, you try to be hungry, it is what it is. But you got to know your lane and stay in your place. Ennis Boots, Jerron Boots Ennis should not be even thinking in his brain that he could fight a Terrence Bud Crawford or Earl the True Spence. If he go try to fight them right now, his handlers need to be shot. I'm gonna say that again. His handlers need to be shot. That's some bullshit right there. Because his ass he's too fucking green, man. Y'all know the term too green. He's too fucking green. Same thing with Teofimo Lopez. I don't want him fighting Loma. Not right now. Not this year. Maybe 2 to 3 years from now, because Loma's aging. But right now, man, Loma give him a fucking boxing clinic, dog. Loma was straight. Whoop his fucking ass. And that's just the truth. Yeah. Loma was straight. Beat the shit out of him. Efi Webb, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the support and thank you for coming up in here. But I'm telling y'all, man, that's just my truth on it. And I'm sick and tired of these young guys. I like their hunger, but stay in your lane. If I'm Teofimo, why don't I fight David Haney or Ryan Garcia? One of them fuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Shakur Stevenson. See, a lot of people sleeping on Shakur Stevenson, but Shakur Stevenson, to me, y'all could agree or disagree. He's the best of that crop. I'm gonna say that again. Shakur Stevenson is the best of that crop of Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. I think that kid's name was Romeo, the one that's with Mayweather Promotions. He's better than all those guys. And you know what I like about Shakur Stevenson? He's getting that work. He sparred with Loma. He sparred with Bud. He's being tutored under Andre Ward. I mean, he's coming up the right way. He's not calling these guys out because he knows. Just like he said, Bud beat the shit out of him. He's not calling these guys out. He ain't stupid. But these young guys, they I don't know who's gassing up their head, thinking, oh, they could just beat they can just beat Lomachenko or they can just beat Earl the True Spence. That's nonsense, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That ain't happening. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, Wasi, Tank and Loma would actually be a lot closer fight. The reason why Loma will school the shit out of Tank right now is because Mayweather Promotions don't fucking Mayweather Promotions don't use Tank right. If Tank was fighting the way Tevin Farmer is, he's getting 3 to 4 fights each and every single time. That would be a completely different story. You see what I'm saying? It would be a completely different story. Because now you're talking about a Tank that's fresh, a Tank that's not blowing up in weight, a Tank that don't got no distractions, like this freaking ratchet girl that he's with, et cetera, et cetera. I agree. Loma has the experience over Tank, and that's going to play into that fight. But when you're talking about like boxing skills and all of that, to me, I feel like it's, and you got to remember, Tank hits like a heavyweight. We saw that when he hit that punching bag. Remember when they were on ESPN, it was him and Dominic Brazil. They both hit that punching bag. Tank wasn't even trying, and he knocked that shit out at 969. That's when I know his power is legit. I see why they call that motherfucker's Tank. He hit that shit at 969. The question is, oh yeah, it was on Fox. Thanks, Wasi. The question is, if he lands a punch on Loma, can Loma take that punch? See, I'm using that same question that you like to use. Can Loma take his pressure as much as he could take Loma's pressure? That's another question we got to ask ourselves. And I don't think he can take Tank's pressure. Where he can win that fight is he can outbox Tank, and his footwork has to be up to par. He can't be looking like he fucking looked against Pedraza. If he looks like that, Tank will beat the shit out of him. He looked horrible in that Pedraza fight. I mean, Loma's gonna have to look the way he did against Rigo. He's gonna have to look impressive to win that fight. That's just my honest assessment. And Tank needs to stop missing fucking weight. But that's a Mayweather Promotions problem. They just don't fight him enough. And Evie Webb, yeah, shout outs to you, sis. I know you're not a bro, you a sis. So shout outs to you, sis. My bad. But that's my take on it. To me, that fight is a lot closer than people think if Tank is active. But right now, with all of the distractions that Tank has and his inactivity, Loma beats him hands down. That's my honest opinion on that. Yeah, that's true. Loma does scar easily, but we gotta be honest and unbiased. See, I'm using IBFP or whatever the fuck his name is. Pedraza did connect on shots on Loma, and Loma looked bad in that fight. Tank, on the other hand, he got Pedraza's ass out of there. Tank didn't even get touched up. I mean, we just got to keep it real. Tank did not get fucking touched up. And when he landed on Pedraza, Pedraza was out of there. And like you said, styles make fights, man. Styles definitely make fights. And what I like about Tank, Tank has, at his best, he has an ability to evade punches. People don't understand Tank's defensive ability, man. He has defense like nobody's business. That motherfucker will make you miss. It's kind of borderline Roy Jones Jr.-ish, the way he makes people miss in the ring and the way he's able to connect. So to me, that fight it's a closer fight. It's not like Teofimo Lopez where you know his ass is too fucking green and he got no chance. Tank got every bit that chance, but he needs to stay active, stay away from that ratchet ass girl he's with, and stay away from Mayweather Promotions. If he does that, he's on it. He's on his way. I believe he has a credible shot of winning that fight. Plus, he's the younger fighter. We're talking about 36 versus 25. Yeah, and I agree. Well, I'm glad you agree, Wasi. Tank has a way better shot against Loma than Mikey. Mikey got exposed, man. Mikey showed that his ass, oh yeah, he is 31. I don't know why I'm saying 36, but Mikey showed that his ass is stationary, man. And if he fights a fighter like Loma that's active and mobile, Loma can disrupt him. And that's why I know he ducked Loma, because Loma is too boxing savvy for him. We just learned last night in that Mikey Garcia fight, there's a reason why Mikey Garcia avoided Terrence Bud Crawford. And there's a reason why he avoided Loma. And there's a reason why he avoided Eucurus Gamboa in his prime. I'm talking about Gamboa before he fought Bud Crawford. There's a reason now. We know those reasons. And that's the thing. Yeah. But that's the way I look at it, man. In a fight like that between Loma and Mikey, the only thing Mikey has advantage is size, but his size will be nullified because Loma comes in and out too much, man. He would be fucking up Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia showed me if he fights a superior boxer, he can be right there for the taking. He can get his ass hit all night. Yep. And that's what happened, Wasi. He fought a fighter last night, Earl the True Spence, with the power and speed advantage, and it overwhelmed him. See, Mikey believed his own fucking stock. He was thinking, oh, I'm Mikey Garcia, I'm the counter specialist, blah, 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 blah. We learned, well, I already knew the whole time. That's why I kept telling y'all, to me, Mikey Garcia got no special effects up and down. And I told you his footwork wasn't the best, man. There's a reason why I saw that, because I was looking at Lipinets landing 73 power punches. I was looking at the flaming alcoholic Salido landing awkward shots on him. And this was Mikey in his prime. This was not 31-year-old Mikey. That shit shouldn't have been happening at that time. Salido has been, you know how many times Salido been dropped? Salido's not the best boxer out there, but he's landing awkward shots. Before the headbutt, he's landing awkward shots on this motherfucker. And Mikey was running his mouth, man. He was being too cocky. He forgot who he was fighting. He forgot he was fighting the boogeyman of that division. He forgot he was fighting the best guy at 147. He got beside himself. And you saw that. Earl the True Spence was ready to send a message, because in that last presser, he said, you gonna wish that you listen to your brother and not take the fight. And that's what happened in that fight. Everything, all of the questions that we had about Mikey Garcia, Earl the Truth Spence, it was answered last night. And we know if he fights Loma, his ass is in for a world of embarrassment. Loma will embarrass his ass. And that fight would have to happen at 135. It can't happen at 140. Because I know Mikey Garcia's ass can go back down to 135. It's not that he can't make the weight. He can make it for that fight. Mikey Garcia should never go to 147. The rest of his career, he can go as high as 140 and that's it. To me, that's what he is, a 140 and that's it. Yeah, Mikey Garcia showed grit and heart, but at what cost, YC? Because now we're talking about his faculties as fuck. Leonard Ellaby made a point at the end of that fight. He said, if I was Robert Garcia, I should have stopped that fight in the 9th round. Because at one point now this is just being stupid because a guy's brain faculties is all fucked up. The guy took shots in that second half of that fight. Thank you, Ivy Webb. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Good looking. For the second half of that fight, thanks, sis. For the second half of that fight, his ass got beat down, man. He took a beating. And he shouldn't. It's just ridiculous. Like, why would you take a beating like that? Oh, you just mentioned a guy that I respect, man. Regis Progress. That dude, that dude would give Mikey Garcia props. That dude, he's like for 140, he would be the Errol Spence of that 140 pound. He got some power, that dude. That dude is no joke. Regis is no joke. A lot of people sleeping on him. Mikey Garcia, he has a lot of guys that he has to deal with. He still got co-main mandatory problems that he got to deal with. How about that? He needs to fight co-main. Yeah, that's true, Rocky's TJ. That right there, that's the one advantage that I think Mikey Garcia has over Loma. Mikey Garcia proved he had a chin last night. Does Loma have a chin? That's the question. But see, here's the thing. Loma's going to beat him off the strength of athleticism and speed because Mikey Garcia showed me that when he's fighting against a guy that's just superior to him athletically, he's just there to get hit all night, man. Last night proved that. His ass is there to get hit all fucking night. That's just my opinion on that. And now we understand guys are real good at their weight class. But what we also learned with Mikey Garcia is his, thank you, Ivy Webb. I appreciate that. What we learned with Mikey Garcia is his power can only go to 140. That's it. He don't got no 147 power. Because whatever he was throwing at Earl, it didn't hurt Earl. Earl didn't look hurt at all in that fight. He did not look hurt at all. Yeah, I give you that. Yep, Gary Russell had the reach advantage. I mean, the fact that he beat Gary Russell, that says a lot. Gary Russell is no joke. Gary Russell is like the fastest boxer out there, man. There you go, Baca. Yeah, Mikey don't belong at 147. At his highest, 140. But I want him fighting his next few fights at 135. I think he needs to fight at 135, clean that up, and then officially go at 140. That's just me. He needs to fight the next two fights at 135 because then he'll have that power again. Most of his power would be there at 135. That's my honest opinion. For him to really drop guys, it would be there. Listen, Russell versus Santa Cruz. I think Gary Russell gives Santa Cruz a boxing lesson. See, a lot of people overhype Santa Cruz, man. Santa Cruz is one of those, classic Mexican style fighters that's just dared to get hit. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just calling it the way I see it. And I saw that in his last fight against that Ramirez dude, man. He was there to be fucking hit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel Gary Russell got way more boxing skills than Leo Santa Cruz. And I feel that if they fight, Gary Russell would give him a boxing lesson. Plus, Gary Russell is so fast. He would give him a boxing lesson. That's my honest opinion. The fight that I want to see, and I think this fight is a fight that everybody would agree with, DC versus Maryland, would be Gary Russell versus Tank Davis. What y'all say about that? Gary Russell versus Tank Davis. What's y'all take on that, man? DC versus Maryland. That would be a fucking fight for me, boy. That would be a hell of a fight. And I think that would be a hell of a step up fight for Tank because it would answer a lot of questions. If Tank is able to embarrass Gary Russell, then I think at that point, yes, he would be ready for Loma. His ass would be ready for Loma. That would be my honest opinion. I would like to see that step up fight for Tank. Him versus Gary Russell. Yeah, I buy your houses. I'm glad you see that too, man. That's a fight that I want to see, man. If Tank embarrasses Gary Russell, then to me, he answered every question that I had about a Loma fight. He would be more than ready for a Loma fight. That's my honest opinion on that. I agree, Brandon, right? I don't know if he can handle it, but you got to remember, Gary Russell's fast as fuck, man. And he got skills. He ain't just going in there. But that's the thing, man. It's just it would be interesting. It'd be interesting. And D, I disagree, man. Teofimo, you overrating that dude, man. I don't know if it's because you biased. You know how when a person is biased to somebody, you biased to Teofimo. I could see that with you, bro. You got to get off that bias and look at reality. Teofimo can't beat no damn Tank. Come on, man. He too green. Tank been more experienced than this cat, man. He got way more experience than him. How you gonna sit there and say that? Plus, Tank got that Tank's punching power is way more devastating than Teofimo. Teofimo's no joke. I give you that, but we can't sit here and act like a dude that's young and green like that is just so wow, man. We don't know what he's like until he has his actual step up fights. We need to see his step up fights first. Tank has already fought Pedraza, man. We know when he had his step up fight what he's done. So Tank is legit. The question is Teofimo legit? See, that's the questions we need to ask ourselves. Teofimo's too green for me to even talk about it. Us talking about Tank, Gary Russell, Loma, that's the respectful category right there. But Teofimo, he out of his league with these guys, man. These guys have been doing this shit. Take your steps back, man. Fight better competition. Well, see, why see that's a Mayweather promotion thing. Because remember, Tank is calling everybody out, man. Tank don't look like he's scared to me. It's Floyd Mayweather, man. We all know Floyd Mayweather is the master of making his fighters fight guys at the right time. They know that Tank is their cash cow, and they don't want him just fighting anybody anytime. That's what I think. I agree. He should sign with the zone, man. He should get his ass away from Mayweather Promotions because I don't think Tank don't got no fear in him. We saw that when him and Farmar went like this. You remember when they were doing all that back and forth talking shit? But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I feel like he needs to get his ass away from there and he needs to be on the zone. I agree with that because if he's on the zone, he's fighting 3 to 4 times a year. Teofimo Lopez to me and YC and D, I'm about to say something and it's about to get y'all mad. He ain't the best of that crop, man. He still need to show me he better than Devin Haney. See, y'all sitting here talking about Teofimo Lopez. I need to see him against Devin Haney first before I can say he is the best of that crop. Because a lot of people sleeping on Devin Haney. Devin Haney is no joke. Devin Haney is nice. I don't know why we're not talking about Devin Haney here. And Devin Haney called Teofimo Lopez out. I don't see Teofimo Lopez chopping at the bits. I do not see him chopping at the bits. And Devin Haney said, hey, we can fight right now. Remember, Devin Haney stepped up to Teofimo, and Teofimo was quiet, man. Yeah, I agree. Haney needs better promotion. He needs to go to the zone. But isn't Haney promoting himself? Doesn't he lie under a promotion? Isn't he like so-called a self promoter or some bullshit like that? That's what I would want to see. A Devin Haney versus Teofimo fight. To me, that's a right there par to par. Because Haney is no joke, man. But the guy to me that's going to be better than all of them, and I'm going to tell y'all that right now, is Shakur Stevenson, man. A lot of people sleeping on Shakur Stevenson. I don't even know why we're not talking about Shakur Stevenson. I'm surprised his name's not being flooded up in this thing. Shakur Stevenson is better than all of these guys, man. He's going to be that superstar. I'm telling y'all right now, Shakur Stevenson is going to be the superstar. When the dust settles, he's going to be the last man standing out of all of those cats. Because we saw when Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney had their sparring session, we saw the leagues that Shakur Stevenson was above Devin Haney. Leagues above that dude. You know, a lot of people sleeping on Shakur Stevenson, man. I'm surprised cats ain't talking about Shakur, man. I hear Jaron Ennis, but Jaron Ennis is still too green for me. He's still too green. Yeah, man. Ryan Garcia, I like him with Shippo Reynoso now. I like him being with the Reynosos because he needed to quiet that shit down. I feel like he's a little overrated. Ryan Garcia, he needs to learn more fundamentals, but he has blazing speed. You know what I'm saying? And he has the ability to become a boxing superstar. Plus, you know, he whooped up Devin Haney more than Devin Haney whooped him up in the amateur. So something has to be said for that with those crop of guys. But to me, he's not ready yet. Ryan Garcia needs to continue to improve on his skills, and Ryan Garcia needs to continue to listen to the Reynosos and get built up the way Canelo did. And then I could say Ryan Garcia is legit. But is the talent there? Yes. That's why Floyd Mayweather was trying to get his ass. The talent is there. The speed is there, man. But he still needs to build up a lot of stuff. You know, his defense is a little shoddy. I think he needs to improve some fundamentals. That's just my honest opinion with that. But he has the makings if he owns his skills and he learns from the Reynosos to be a boxing superstar. And he need to quiet all that shit talking. Yeah, that's why I said Ivy Webb, they ain't hearing me. Shakur is the one to watch, man. I'm telling them, they ain't hearing me. Shakur Stevenson got the best of Devin Haney in that sparring match, man. He beat that motherfucker to the punch every time. They ain't trying to hear me. Yeah, I agree. I agree, YC, with what you just said. That's true. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's interesting, man. You know, the thing with Floyd Mayweather is not a good promoter, and I'm gonna explain why. Floyd Mayweather don't talk about other fighters. He like to talk about himself. That's why Earl the Truth Spence never went under him. That's why Shakur Stevenson didn't go under him. That's why Mikey Garcia hesitated to go under him. The thing with Floyd Mayweather is not a good promoter because he likes to talk about himself. Who wants to be in a promotion where you're retired? It's not about you no more. You're the old fart, but then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You want to still make it. You want to still make it like you're the only one that's relevant. That don't make no sense to me. Yeah, for that's right, Barker, man. He's horrible, and that's why I'm pissed with Tank. I'm fucking pissed with that shit because Tank to me is a lot better than what people think, man. You know, Tank's not being promoted right. Him and Leonard Ellerby, they're doing a horrible job. And if Tank wasn't such an idiot and he had more brains, he would realize that he would leave Mayweather Promotions. He would have left that shit because they ain't marketing him right. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather got too much ego, man. The dude is just it's ridiculous. Tank got all the skills to be great, but they're not marketing him right. And I'm pissed off because he should have been fought Tevin Farmar. Exactly, YC. That's what I was saying. Floyd make all the shine about himself, and he talk about himself more than he does his fighters. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like you're not fighting anymore, man. Step aside. That's why I was mad. Y'all should have seen me yesterday. I was hot when he was at Earl the True Spence fight because why the fuck are you in the ring? You know, chatting it up with Jerry Jones. I was pissed, man. I was fucking pissed. That shit pissed me off. That's funny, Billy Freeman. Of course, those dudes are small. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in the ring? This is Earl the True Spence moment, man. It's funny, man. Yeah, that's what he is. He's the PDD of the boxing, and he need a Suge Knight to be telling him because he be all in the ring, all in the footage. That's what he does. D, you biased. That's the first time I seen you biased as fuck like that. You biased to Teofimo. Teofimo nice, but the jury's still out on him. He too green. He got a lot to prove. Until he can prove that shit, I don't want to hear about him no time soon. 2 to 3 years from now, yes. I agree, Wasi. That's why Shakur Stevenson to me, see, by your own acclamation, you just said Shakur Stevenson is going to be the best of the crop. Because where is Shakur Stevenson? He's with Top Rank. They know how to promote their prospects, man. They promote and they bring them up the right way. Shakur Stevenson is going to get brought up the right way. I'm telling y'all. He already done spar Loma, so he getting that work. He already done spar Bud Crawford. Y'all forget that. So Stevenson's leagues above these cats. And he's being tutored by Ward. So he's ahead of these guys, man. Bar none. Damn right, Earl the True Spence gave Floyd that work. You saw Leonard Ellaby. Leonard Ellaby was like, we don't talk. Anytime you see people say, we don't talk about sparring, that's the unwritten rule, that's a clear sign unofficially that that work was given. I keep telling people that. That's why if you guys want to know when I started really paying attention to Earl the True Spence, it was because of that sparring session. That's why I keep going back to that. That right there was like, oh shit. It's just like if Shakur Stevenson, right? If Shakur Stevenson had given Terrence Bud Crawford that work in sparring and it wasn't the other way around, I'd have been like, damn, Shakur Stevenson is special. But Shakur Stevenson got the shit beaten out of him. So we know, okay, there's leagues to this shit. There's levels to this shit. Earl the True Spence, mind you, this was 5, 6 years ago. This is not the Earl Spence we have right now. And Earl the True Spence gave Floyd Mayweather a black eye, man. They said that shit was like a real fight. It was a super chess match. That was enough for me to say, okay, the truth, you're on my fucking radar. If y'all want to know when he became on my radar, it was because of that time. I was like, okay, I gotta watch this dude. That dude's legit. And Bud, I mean, there's just nothing that could be said about Bud. Bud is legit, man. I don't care what anybody say. Terrence Bud Crawford is legit because Terrence Bud Crawford, he has the thing with Terrence Bud Crawford that a lot of people don't understand. He has built-in defense inside of his defense. Whoosh, y'all didn't hear what I just said, man. I think that shit just went over some people's heads. Terrence Bud Crawford has built-in defense inside of his defense. And that's why he is going to be a puzzle and a nightmare for Earl the True Spence. He's going to be a puzzle for that motherfucker. Because anytime, you know what I'm saying, you think that you got Bud and you think you got him in trouble, there's that built-in defense that he uses on top of his defense that fucks you up. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit well, see, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, it was what I said was profound, man. That motherfucker got built-in defense, man. The shit that this motherfucker does is unreal. That's why if they fight, that I know that's going to be a super chess match. I can't wait for that fight. To be honest, that would be the best fight in this century. Earl the Truth Spence against Bud Crawford, because in that fight, no matter who you pick, we all are winners here, man. No matter who you pick in that fight, we all are winners here. What's up, boy? What's going on, Matthew Paranormal? What's good with you, bro? I was wondering where your ass was gonna show up in this thing, man. It's probably the longest live chat I done ran, man. I done ran this shit about 2.5 hours, man. Exactly, Wasi. There you go. That's what I meant when I say built-in defense, because the thing with Bud is it's like just when you think you've got him figured out, he switches it up on you. And then he not only does he switch it up on you, he goes another gear. A lot of guys can't do that, man. That shit is crazy. That's why Bud to me would be a fucking puzzle for that motherfucker. Oh, I'm glad you partied last night, dude. I partied my ass off last night too. And that's why Billy Freeman, that's why you see Spence has, you don't see it, the respect that Spence got for Bud. He's like, that's the dude that I respect because they both stepped up to each other like real G's. They both chin checked each other. They looked up each other up and down. You know what I'm saying? They sized each other up and they realized, damn, we are each other's equal. If we step into the ring, this is going to be an equal fight. We don't know how this shit is going to turn around. It's going to be an equal fight. That's what I saw. Between them, that's what I saw. I agree, Wasi. I agree with that. That I agree with. But see, Bud can also fight southpaw too, and I think that's what makes him dangerous. He also got that southpaw element to him too. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate the respect, man. You know, getting respect from you guys because you guys are the real super and ultimate real G's out here in the box streets was more than enough for me. Because I knew the Rudy pulling the plum brain, Mikey Garcia fanboys or ultra fanboys, whatever you want to call them, they weren't gonna they weren't gonna give me my full props. But some of them have, and now they've been promoted to real G's, like the Barker Raiders of the world. Some of them been promoted now because they it shows me that they're not just casuals. They know what time it is. But a lot of them, man, I kind of expected that. That's why I moved on from that shit, man. I'm just celebrating right now because Earl the Truth Spence proved himself right and he proved me right. Because I did 80 videos on this motherfucker. I'm drained. I'm damn near tired of talking about Earl the Truth Spence. I'm ready to talk about other fights. The dude proved me right, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, Wasi. Coming from you, man, that means a lot because, like I said, you one of the super real G's out here in these boxing streets, man. So I appreciate that. It's just IBF, man. And I told them that, Wasi, and you didn't hear that. The dude sent me a text last night. You about to go after IBF for this one. I told D the same shit. He sent me a text last night and told me he was gonna ban me for life. What the fuck did I do to you for you to say that to me? All because you hot. I don't know what he drank last night. But motherfucker said, oh, you need to come out with a concession defeat video to say that, Earl the Truth Spence didn't knock him out in 5 rounds. Dude, I'm not gonna fall for that bait. That's that switch and bait bullshit. So I come out with a video to say that, then you flip the narrative to say he knows his sports proved himself wrong. No, motherfucker. You need to come out with the ultimate concession defeat video first. That's what we argue. And then after you do that, then I'm gonna come out with a video saying, "Hey, I was wrong. It wasn't a 5th round TKO stoppage." And he didn't do that. And because he didn't do that, then he turned around and said, "Oh, well, if you're not gonna do that, then I'm gonna go ahead and ban your ass for life." I was like, "What the fuck? Are we in preschool? Are we in 3rd grade? Who does that? That just don't make no sense." So I'm completely done with that dude, man. I've moved on. It's just ridiculous. Like, who does that? Like, where do you get that nonsense from? And I know other cats out here could respect that stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, who does stupid shit like that? I'ma ban you, dude. You and your feelings. You don't. I get it. A dude that you call Peter Quillen, fruit smoothie guy, a guy that you supposedly said picked up boxing 3 months ago. You lost to him, and you and your feelings about that shit, and you don't know how to respond to that. And the fact that you have to give a concession defeat video and you're supposedly a boxing commentator to a dude that supposedly does not know boxing. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And that's what I was saying, Wasi. Ego aside, man, you just got to do the right thing. Like me, if I lost, if last night Mikey Garcia did exactly what this dude said, gave him a boxing lesson, Earl the Truth Smith was embarrassed, I'd have been right here before I even decided to make any videos. I'd have came correct. I would have addressed all of the Mikey Garcia fanboys, and I'd have said y'all was right. That's what I would have done, man. So it is what it is. I would have done that. I would have said I was flat out wrong because that's what you do. It's moral turpitude, man. There's morality here. There's integrity here. We talking about moral victories. We're talking about YouTube channels on the lines. I mean, come on. It's just ridiculous. And I think he exposed himself. And I bet you he's probably losing subscribers by the droves over that shit. because it's not good. It don't look good when you do shit like that. Yeah, you're right, Joseph. Right about that shit. It don't look good, man. It make you look bad when you do shit like that. I mean, come on, it's just ridiculous. Like, I didn't understand that. And then when he said that, I said, okay, I'm done with this cat. This the cat will never get a text from me. If he tweet me on Twitter, I'm never gonna respond until he come correct. I'm done with his ass. I'm officially done with him. I don't want to debate his ass because if you can do shit like that, I can't trust you. And you see, and that's the thing, you got a bunch of these top guys like Ego. You know what I'm saying? See, people think that I don't come after these people. Ego bans you if you disagree with him. Ego will sit there and put the mute on you. Who does that? We changing the game here, YC. You know what I'm saying? Well, look what we doing here. We having debates where everybody's talking. You know what I'm saying? I want to get more of you guys up on this thing. I know you in the UK. We need to figure out the timing on that so we can get you on there. But people are coming in here. They're putting in their input. You know what I'm saying? They're being valued. And that's the problem with these other YouTube channels that I see. And I said, I'm going to do things differently when I have my channel. I'm going to value these folks out here in these boxing streets. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that's the reason why your channel is moving up. So you got to value these guys, especially the ones that know what they're talking about. Right. There you go, Wasi. Dialogue is important, man. You let people talk because at the end of the day, all of us don't know everything. I don't fucking know everything. And I could learn from a lot of you cats. A lot of you cats out here have been in this boxing game longer than me. I can learn from y'all. And I can admit that and I can be humble about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's good to hear different perspectives because sometimes you can hear some good shit and you be like, damn, that shit made me think for a second. Damn, I'm gonna add that to the tool, y'all. I'm gonna add that to the tool shed. So, to me, it's an experience, man. And this dude is making it more than what is. It's boxing, man. It's fun, it's banter. You know what I'm saying? It's comical shit. Like, it's not that fucking serious, man. But these motherfuckers, they make shit serious. That's why I say super duper IBFP anxiety attack. Because the motherfuckers making it like it's an anxiety attack. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's fucking banter. Thank you. I appreciate that, Matthew. I'm glad. I'm glad they said it was one bad motherfucker. Exactly, Wasi. That's the thing. Always assume somebody knows something, But see, that's the thing with me. I always give people the high ground and I give them the credit until they take their credit away. And this dude lost all credibility to me because he's looking like an ultra fanboy because he can't take his L. And now he's trying to spin the narrative. I mean, I watched his last two recent videos and I was just shaking my head like, dude, you're losing all credibility. And the more you talk, if I was him, I would not mention Spence again until you start saying, hey, I was wrong. Like a lot of these people, even the news people that were picking Mikey Garcia last night in the post conference, they were giving Spence his prop. That's what you do. Come on, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I haven't watched the ratio in the comment section, but I believe when I do watch, see the thumbs are gonna be down. I did put if you go watch my statement, I put a statement in there because I was just like, man, I need to put something in there. But I'm gonna have to look at that because usually this dude always have a lot of thumbs up and a lot of thumbs down. But I knew at the end of this shit, IBFP or whatever the fart his name is, that dude was gonna have a lot of thumbs down. I already knew that because I knew he was gonna come reckless. He just sound hot and bothered, man. He sound like he's on his period and shit. And that shit ain't right. No pun intended, Ivy Web, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Yeah, and now people saying Spence should go fight Canelo. I mean, really? Now we on this Canelo shit? Canelo is two weight classes above the motherfucker. Damn near three. Fight at 160 and 168. That's stupid. Dude, YC, man, I said the same thing. He don't only have a bias against Spence. I feel that he has a pure hatred against Spence. Now I'm starting to believe that now. Because it's one thing to sit there. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. It's one thing to sit there. Thank you, Ivy Webb. I appreciate that. It's one thing. I'm glad you didn't take offense to that. It's one thing to sit there and talk bad about a guy, but to denigrate him, even after he won and beat your guy in every marker that you said he was going to beat the guy in, I mean, come on. That's insane to me, man. I can't fathom the thought process behind that. I don't know if you guys can, but I can't. To me, that sounds like he had a hate agenda against Earl the Truth Spence from the jump, and we were seeing as the story was evolving, it was getting worse and worse. Exactly, Matthew. That's exactly what it was like. As the story was evolving, it was getting worse, and his hate was coming out because I was bringing up good points in the debates, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I felt I won those debates because I was bringing up good points against him. And if folks go back and really watch those debates, they'll see how I was countering him. You know what I'm saying? And instead of him coming with answers to be like to make his argument further, but do it in a tactful way, he was sitting there coming up with deflecting bullshit that just didn't make nothing. He was changing up the whole context of what we were talking about, and he was going into a whole new subject. It just didn't make no sense to me. Yeah, his dislike was manifesting because people. One thing I noticed with folks, whether they agree with you or they don't agree with you, YC, real recognizes real, man. And that's one thing I can say about all you guys in the boxing community. Y'all some heartless motherfuckers. Y'all will support somebody when they doing what they supposed to, but if they don't come right, y'all will show y'all heartless ways, boy, and y'all put them out there. And that's what happened. He didn't do what he was supposed to, and now he deserves everything that he's getting. Because by his own words, he said it on the debate, he was going to concede. If you say that, man up and do it, man. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, and we know that Keem got game. We knew they were gonna see, and that's why I said. Remember, I said that not too long ago that Spence is becoming this guy like Floyd in a sense, and I'm not comparing them. I'm just comparing this part of it that they're not going to get the respect that they deserve. People are always going to find some excuse with them, and that's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. People are always going to find some excuse to not give these guys their just due. They're always going to say, "Oh, well, he didn't do this," or "He should fight Canelo." They come up with outlandish shit. Clearly, you're biased. You're lies and bias. You're not that's why I said change your narrative. You're not honest and unbiased. You're lies and bias. Thank you, Ivy Webb. I appreciate that. Oh, Goosen, man, Goosen pissed me the fuck off. Let me tell you, if y'all saw all those commentators, Goosen, because Mikey Garcia gave Sergey Lipinets his fighter that worked, he thought that was the same shit that was gonna happen to Earl the Truth Smith. That's why I said some of these guys, man, they were just biased as fucking they shit. Goosen got humbled. If there was anybody that got humbled that night, it was his ass with his commentating bullshit. Oh, Mikey Garcia is gonna surprise a lot of people. La 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 la. Because he beat your guy Sergey Lipinets. You thought Earl the Truth Smith was Sergey Lipinets? Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. There you go, YC. Who the fuck is Goosen? The dude was sitting there thinking because his guy lost handedly to Mikey Garcia that Earl the Truth Spence was going to get the same thing. Fuck out of here, man. That's why I tell people there's weight classes for a reason. We all can agree to that. Stay in your lane and stay in your motherfucking place. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this dare to be great bullshit is not happening anytime soon. The last message was rendered last night. That shit ain't happening no time soon. I'm telling y'all that right now. That shit ain't happening no time soon. Cats ain't gonna be chopping at the bits to move up, you know what I'm saying, in weight class to fight people. That's not happening. I can guarantee y'all that. Because the message has been sent and it's been sent clear. Don't be fighting people in that's not in your weight class. Especially if it's the best guy or one of the best guys in that fucking weight class. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Who does that? For all of the smart things and smart moves that Mikey Garcia made, that was about the dumbest move he made. That's why you guys understand when I use that term daring to be stupid. It was because of that. It was the dumbest move the man made. How dumb can you fucking be? Your brother, your dad, they were trying to talk you off the ledge. Exactly, Wasi. Exactly. The brother and the dad was trying to talk him off the ledge, and they were trying to tell him don't take the fight. And then they started switching up the narrative. You know why? Because Mikey was gun ho in his stupidity to take the fight. And I think they didn't want Mikey to say, okay, I'm going to fire you guys and I'm going to go get another trainer. Because I think Mikey was on that shit. That's how much he wanted to fight Earl the True Spence. He would be willing to fire his brother and his dad to go get whoever because he wanted that fight that bad. But he should have listened to them. And I bet you somewhere in their family dinner, when they were having pizza at 3 a.m. or wherever, they probably was looking at him and saying, I told you so. I told you to not take that fight. You would have still been undefeated if you didn't take that fight. Exactly. Thank you, Wasi. I said it. But you saying what I was saying too, bro, because remember, if you go back and look at all my videos, Wasi, what did I say? He was going to come in with that same unlimited countering bullshit. He put in his mind that Earl the True Spence is a bobblehead. He believed that bullshit. Earl the True Spence has no boxing ability, and all I got to do is sit there in the pocket and counter him all night. That was his game plan. And that shit got exposed. Oh man, it got exposed. Because all Earl the True Spence did was, hey, I'm the longer fighter, I'm the rangier fighter. I'm gonna keep that jab in your face all night. You're not gonna be able to see. That was a beautiful game plan. Because how can you counter something you can't see? And he couldn't see it, man. He got exposed. And the Garcia family, they got exposed because they're proving that for them to have such a long year tenure in boxing and to have a rich history, they're making dodo head decisions. They're making their fighters fight fighters they shouldn't be fighting. They're not knowing when to throw the towel in the fight. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Thank you, Wasi. He's not a counterpuncher. Mikey believed in his shit. Did you see the post conference, the post fight conference, media conference? Mikey was sitting there saying that Earl True Spence was just as good as him. You just got a boxing clinic on you, man. You lost 120 to 108. I saw Earl the True Spence face. I was laughing. He was like, yeah, that's why I knew because he was just as good as me. You still believing in your stock that much, dude? You got embarrassed, man. I would be eating humble pie. That's what I would be doing. Ridiculous. But look, y'all, I appreciate the support and everything. I'm starting to lose my voice. I damn near went almost 3 hours. God can't believe I went almost 3 hours on this live stream, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Please check out number 80, Wasi, Ivy Webb, Kareem Got Game, Cameron W, Jay Griggs, yours truly, John, Savvy Total Loco, Barker Raider. Please check out part 80 post fight. All of y'all will feel, understanding the reason, all of y'all will feel like y'all been represented. And I showed you guys, Jose Martinez, I showed you guys how you truly show that when you wrong about prediction, you wrong. But at the same time, you give credit where credit is due. That's what I did on that video. I show much love and respect to all y'all, man. And I hope y'all continue to support me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just scratching the wave here, man. I'm just going to continue to do me. And, I'm not going to be doing all that extra, braggadocious stuff like I was doing. There was a moment where I was feeling myself a little too much. Thanks, Wasi, for knocking me down a peg, and for all y'all for keeping things in this right and proper context. Because I could be humble about that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna just be focusing on trying to give you guys, you know what I'm saying, just boxing, man, and giving it to you real. You're not gonna always agree on everything that I gotta say, but it is what it is. That's why we all have opinions, man, because we're all not gonna agree on shit. But one thing that I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna ever compromise my integrity and my moral, man, and I'm not gonna compromise the way that I give the information. I'm gonna still be me 100% of the times, and it is what it is. So I just want y'all to know that. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for your subscriptions. Thank y'all for the comments, man, and thank y'all for everything. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that, man. And I want y'all to flood IBFP or whatever the fart that dude's name is. Flood his ass for a week, man. Make him feel it, because I think he need to feel that shit for a whole week. Feel that his ass, you know what I'm saying, needs to be on the pressure cooker. And I think by then he'll somewhat get it. that, hey, you got to come correct in a fucking L. So this is He Knows the Sport. Checking out, man. Much love to y'all, man.